Hey, you're on. We're on.
Hello.
We're live.
Oh, I see.
We started.
Hello.
We're live.
I was like, I don't see anything.
wait,
You've
do
not
I need
switched
to
to the other
change
No,
scene.
I haven't switched camera yet.
Okay,
Come on.
okay. I
There's-
thought, yeah, that's what I thought.
there's layers
well, I
to
mean,
these
why would you
introductions.
unmute us before you go to the cameras? You unmute
Because-
yourself before you go to the cameras, and you say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Starweeks," and then you go to the.
When
other
have I
camera
ever
you're on.
said that?
That's you've done that like every time. I don't know what you're
Every
talking
time.
about.
With me, your host, Wheaton.
That's
Like that.
exactly how you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why you don't
Right.
remember doing this. All
Anyway,
the time.
here we are. We're on. Fuck.
Okay.
Something's gone wrong.
Incredible.
Oh,
What's gone wrong? Why is
Nemeth.
that? Why are you in the
Yeah,
wrong
you're
boxes?
in the wrong boxes, and also no, its face is cut off.
How has this
Also,
happened?
Emma's using
I don't
the wrong
understand.
I can
I'm on
I
the
can
D&D.
Yes.
I can
put-
adjust.
Yeah, it's a we need a
I can
different
adjust
number.
myself.
No, we need a different name. Hang on, Jamalki. I'm gonna rename you to one Jamalki.
But how? But last time it was the other way around.
Yeah, I know,
think
I
it's
don't
just
know why
the
this has
same
happened.
issue
One
Last
that we've had before, where like
Last-
the orders was wrong.
last time we had to use the a call instead of
Oh yeah.
Instead of
Oh,
this.
that's
so
true.
I
So
had
you
to
switched
switch
them back. You're right. We did do
Oh,
that.
We did.
Yeah.
We did do
Because-
that.
Discord was having a conniption.
Mm-hmm.
You are so right.
I remember that.
There we go. I fixed it.
Oh, what?
Huzzah!
I changed Jamal's name to one Jamalki. You can put yourself back now, Nemeth, as well.
Okay,
And I need to
there we go.
hide this because we don't need it. There we go. Great.
The double.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Quite
cut
like
the
the
double.
Oh,
Turns out Gren has the same force ability as fucking whatever his name was.
Malefax.
Malefax. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We'll see where that comes up.
Another force user.
Mm.
This whole time.
So here we are. Welcome back. Welcome back to Star Wheats, everyone. With much enthusiasm.
Woo!
We're here. We're doing things.
Yay.
Last time, we spent more time in this lovely city of Krolas. That's not what it's
That was
called. It's
called?
called Krotas.
No, it's Krolas.
Krolas?
That's what I've written down anyway.
I keep
Kind of
thinking I've got
Krolas
it
in the
wrong. It's
jungle.
Krolas. Yeah, Krotas is
Yeah.
a made up name. Krolas. Yeah, we're in Krolas. Last time we spent some time walking around. We kept track of the goings on in the city. The Imperials arriving, going to talk to the Reeve. You saw them go and do that. Not talk to the Reeve specifically, but they went in the building at least.
Yeah. There's not much else to do there as
You
far
went
as I'm
and
aware.
spoke to Butt Patherin.
Oh yeah, we did as well.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
yeah, that was like the main thing
Butt
that you
Patherin.
did.
Yeah, I forgot his name was Butt, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't meant to be, but I think
No,
I
I like
accidentally
it.
said it, and so it stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, Butt Patherin is someone you spoke to. Well, he's the leader of the resistance in this city. You spoke to him for a decent amount of time. Learned
Yeah, we
his
had a very
motivations, his
conversation.
goals, what he wants. Which is generally, he set up a resistance. He thinks he can take out the Reeve using this resistance, but he's deeply concerned about the civil war that may resume between the two powerful families in the city.
Yeah, he's also slightly concerned about the Empire that's running around that we kind of may have angered afterwards.
Yes,
as
this
well.
came afterwards.
Well,
oh yeah, we definitely didn't
Yes,
help.
your then plan was
Yeah,
to
Didn't-
hunt down
wasn't great.
this Imperial captain and take her prisoner and interrogate her.
I don't know if that was our plan. I think our
Maybe.
plan in the
That's how
start
things
was to
worked
go
out.
talk to her, just and we'll see where it goes, and then it kind of
worked out.
evolved from there.
I think that was the
Worked
plan. I think that was always the plan. You certainly told
Yeah.
Gren that was the plan, so that they think that you're particularly adept at everything that you do.
I mean,
after-
yeah, we did a great job
Yeah, yeah.
of capturing them and shooting that one guy in the face, and then Gregor landed on one, and then also like I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did
we killed a lot of
destroy
people.
Krusty's apology hamper, though, unfortunately, which was the whole
Yeah,
reason
that's
he saw
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad. That one's pretty
That
bad.
poor
like-
hamper.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that was
we
probably
really
gonna,
needed that.
that,
for
that was going to get me
Kubas.
uncancelled.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
we
gonna be
really
it.
needed that for that Kubas family on this
Y-
planet
yeah.
right now, but
Yeah,
they
That
Yeah.
tongue-waggling Kubas family, that's what we needed it for.
only one of
Don't-
them's a
don't
Kubas.
say that.
Uh,
well, their children might be. I assume they
maybe.
may have not taken.
I'm
their
not
children
really
with them
sure.
if they were on a honeymoon, so
Yes.
if they're very Christian, they may have not have had children yet.
One does wonder whether
Christian.
that kind of what?
Yeah, they may be Catholic.
yeah. Sorry, no, that's not where I was
Of
going.
course.
I was just wondering
Yeah.
how the
Is that
uh,
something else Richard
anyway.
Harwood brought over?
we don't need to.
Richard Hardwood brought Catholicism. Yeah, that's one of his-
Yeah, that sounds like something he'd do.
yeah. That's,
Oh,
Very-
no.
To be fair, he grew up in like the 70s or whatever, and then just like left for a long time. So who knows what his political views
Maybe
are.
he's pretending to be
True.
the space pope.
the Spope.
Spope. Yes,
Pope.
yes. Richard Hardwood is pretending to be the Spope. You do remember Varanus was wearing quite a large hat when you think back. But-
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, kind of.
yeah. Anyway,
A very distinct hat.
yeah, it means nothing to you, of course, but
Well,
well,
also,
maybe
I don't know why you would
depends-
mention Varanus when we were talking about Richard Hardwood.
Yes, but your characters don't know.
They're different.
that
They're different
it's
people.
potentially the
like,
same
I
person.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course not. Of course not. But yeah, you did that. You took the Imperial captain prisoner, had a little negotiation with her, and she has given you 2 days to tell her
Yeah.
where these weapons are going and bring evidence that it isn't to any members of the Rebel Alliance. Otherwise, she will be forced to continue investigating here at best.
Yeah.
Um,
Have we told Butt that yet or not? I think.
no, we ended
Okay.
with you
Yes.
having interrogated, and then you went to the farmhouse owned by someone. Yeah, to go back to sleep because we ended the day there.
Oh.
We begin.
Wait, did I must have written down who owns the farmhouse. Jill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jill
you
Chorus.
found that quicker than I did.
Oh, I wasn't told her last name, so I've only written
Oh.
Jill.
I've got that written down.
Yeah, you know that.
Jill Chorus.
Corliss, I think it is.
Oh.
Korlis.
Ah,
Can't find her in my notes, but yeah, she was there, and I told them about her. So, but yeah, where we begin is you awakening for a brand new day.
Ah. I assume that's what happens.
Yeah,
I assume that's
what
like the
happened.
music playing.
Yeah,
The sun is rising.
I'm glad that you voiced Jill singing that for me. Otherwise, I'd have had to do it.
Also, surely, I thought we said that the days on this planet were really fucked and like really short. So like, how does this work?
Oh,
Have we
yeah.
slept like a day, or like how does?
I
How
don't
many
remember.
rotations? How many rotations? Is the sun like coming up again, or like
Wow.
how do they track, or do they have like a second sun and that's the one that they use for their?
There's one
normal
sun. The
day?
sun's coming up again. You slept through the night. Maybe it was a shorter sleep than you're used to, so you're more tired than normal.
Yeah, but they also surely don't sleep every night then.
Maybe they're used to it. You know, you ever think of that? Maybe they sleep more.
But then,
Everyone
like,
knows
what if
the
they
amount of
just
sleep
sleep?
you need based on how long the days are.
Yeah, maybe they just sleep all the
I mean-
friggin' time.
Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
Spain. Anyway,
Yeah. Yes,
True.
that's what they always
It's
said about
just
this
like
planet. That's what
Spain.
Richard Hardwood used to say as he travelled around the
It's
outer
like
rim.
Spain,
Yeah.
whatever that means. We have
unfortunately, no one
idea.
know what it meant, which is why it has such
Yeah.
poor tourism. That having a group of people arrive is like, oh my god, what's going on here? There's only one couple
Mhm.
honeymooning. It's like, well, you know,
I mean, the fact that there is a couple honeymoon years
it's quite surprising.
impressive.
They must be
Yeah.
Catholic.
Only
They must
one
be
couple.
Catholic. Yeah, it's the
They
only
must
reason they
be
didn't listen.
Catholic.
Yes. This like a notable Catholic destination.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember the
All
pillar of
5
ancestors?
Catholics in.
You remember the pillar of
yeah.
ancestors, which was being taken down, was actually just a cross with Jesus on it. It's like-
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
The Reeve is actually a cardinal.
Cardinal Reeve.
that's his full name.
I feel like there's never been a cardinal that's not evil. I don't think the title of cardinal is ever good.
It's like Grand
What about the
Vizier,
bird?
you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Grand Vizier.
Cardinal is like a perfect name for someone in
Cardinal
this town because they're all
Reeve.
bird people.
True.
Yes,
Cardinals
that
are
makes
literally
sense.
birds.
It would
True.
make a great family name.
True, that's now the
Can
name
we-
of
no, we
everyone's
want
head
Cardinal.
They're
guard.
Catholic.
Cardinal.
Everyone's head guard is now called Cardinal. It's a rank. It's perfect. There you go. Their second in command is Bishop. It's all the way down.
Yes.
Are there any more
New recruits
Catholic
are just
birds?
vicars.
Are there any more that I know of? What do you mean? Oh, Catholic birds. I see.
Yeah, I just googled.
This is the
Catholic
Star
birds
Wheats
to see if we
experience.
can-
Just
Before we
randomly
before we
deciding
can-
Catholicism exists now.
Yeah, deciding the
Yeah.
theme for this episode. That's what we're doing here.
Catholicism.
Yeah,
Before we move on too far, can I go back to something we were talking about before the stream
sure.
about how Krusty is filled with metal?
Okay.
What?
Which because
That's
we
just in his free
established.
time, but you know.
Yeah, he's just very hungry, full of plutonium 393 or whatever the fuck it is.
Hmm.
It's definitely not that. We've already established that he's more machine than man now. Would you say he counts as a droid for cybernetics?
No.
Because there are some cybernetics that say droid only. Would you say he counts for that? I'm just wondering.
I
Wondering what the rules
believe
are on
that
that.
the reason, so the mechanical reason in the game that it's like that is because droids start with one in every attribute rather than have actual
Yeah,
attributes.
droids suck.
So they need these parts to get those attributes up.
Yeah, but like networked slicing uplink.
What does that do?
I don't know. I just saw it.
Okay.
It sounds cool. I'll scroll down to it. In addition to its other effects, it counts as a set of slicer gear. When the droid is slicing or assisting with slicing tasks, add a black die to computer checks to identify the slicer based on these activities, such as the trace user action. I mean, that's not even that OP,
No,
to be honest.
It's just
It's
a
really- You've also got escape circuit, which means you can resist a restraining bolt. Wait, that brings up a good point. Can we use restraining bolts on
Hold on, I'm not that far gone. Really, I'm that far gone.
Gem is immediately
Okay.
retconning what he was saying. I'm actually more man than
It's
machine.
like-
Man the machine.
It's like putting the lock on the tires when he puts it on Krusty.
Yeah. Just gonna put a little bolt on it. We'll see, Maybe
Okay.
an
I'm just-
enemy who knows
okay.
who Krusty is.
Maybe
is
next
gonna put
time,
a restraining
you know-
bolt on him one day.
Yeah, next time we're at a
Yeah,
shop,
they're gonna
I'm just
find
gonna
out.
get a restraining bolt, just in case.
They're gonna find out real quick that I can't be restrained.
Oh shit, he's not
We're gonna take
actually
him
a
to court
machine.
to get a restraining
Right.
bolt.
He's been lying this
He's
whole
not more
time.
machine. He must be 51% man still.
That's how it works. As long as you don't go over that threshold.
Over that,
you're
yeah, exactly.
fine.
Yes, Krusty has a lot of restraining things attached to him, but restraining bolt is not one of them. Okay.
It's not your D&D character, Matt. Calm down.
What?
What? Anyway, it's a little reference that only the two of us will get.
I don't even get it. It's like my character's not doing anything like that.
Don't worry. Well, there's some kind. Anyway, we don't need to.
Oh
go into
no,
it.
yes, I understand. I understand. That's not what I meant, but yes. My D&D character has a chastity belt. Not.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Of course
We
they
don't
do.
need-
Yes, he had an encounter with a beholder,
Yeah.
called Saw Knob.
His name's not Sor Knob.
His name is Saw Knob.
Doorknob.
His name's Zornob, okay? With an X, I'll have you know.
Oh, is he German?
Redox did not plan ahead for that, but the moment I heard Saw Knob, it's like, well, this is clearly someone from my past. So, anyway, Anyway, you've all woken up from
Oh,
a
the other
terrible
D&D.
dream involving multiple-eyed monsters and aliens in chastity belts. And yeah, a new day has dawned. You've had a lovely time yesterday talking to Buck Patherin, talking to the Imperials, learning about the city,
Yeah.
learning about the
I
powerful
assume-
families.
I assume we're having some like breakfast or something that Jill served us, and some sptee or whatever it was called.
Yeah, she's got some
Spee.
fresh bird milk out of the
Bird milk.
out of her own
Bird
teeth, I
milk.
guess. Why?
I pretty. Last time I checked, birds weren't mammals.
Well, these are.
How do bird people? Do they lay eggs?
Look,
That's a good
that's very private.
Is Kabisk here?
Is that's a good
Because
question.
I'm just
No,
saying,
Kabisk is
Kabisk
still-
would be asking these questions.
That's true. Kabisk is still rampaging somewhere on his tar racks or whatever it was called.
Oh God, I forgot he did that.
Yes, you
If a
still
bird person
have.
has relations with a kubas, do they lay an egg?
It's a good question.
The Kubas. These aren't Kubas. They're what are they called?
Sathari.
Oh no, but did we
It's hard.
specify who the other of the honeymooning couple was?
Oh,
Yeah, it was like a human.
yeah, the
right?
other
That's
one's
the
just a
one we
man.
saw.
Yes, it is a good
Oh,
question
right.
whether a Kubaz and a man can, produce.
Well,
but we're not
I
getting
mean,
into
it's Star Wars. Anything can happen.
that. Yeah, it's just
Immaculate conception.
true.
That- Is canonically a thing that happens in Star Wars. To be fair,
Yeah.
yes,
it's a main
yes,
plot
and in
point, actually.
Catholicism.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, weird.
I
It's
read
almost
that in the Bible.
it's almost as if there's like some kind of like allegory or something happening.
maybe.
The space Bible, the Spible.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible, because it's well known that Star Wars is just a combination of it's the natural combination what happens when you combine the Vietnam War and Christianity. It's like Star Wars
It
is
kind
just
of is, to be
inevitably
fair.
comes out of that when you think about it. You couldn't think of any other story if you were to think I'm going to combine
Not
those two
really.
things.
Not really, no.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're right.
really,
Mm.
George Lucas is overrated. Like anyone could have thought of that.
It's
Anyway,
very
that-
derivative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very derivative.
Anyway. So as I'm like
George.
as Plugs is like sipping her tea with some bird milk in.
hmm
I assume everyone is here. So what are we going to do then? We only have 2 more days, today and tomorrow, to figure out how to prove to this Imperial lady that these aren't rebels. We don't even know where the weapon shipment is actually going. Perhaps we should talk to Patras about that. But then also, we still have to deal with the Reeve.
Well, we're very overdue a visit to
Yes.
Cardinal Reeve.
Yes.
His name's Gal
Is his
Markov.
name Reeve?
Gal
Or is
Markov,
it...
sorry.
Yeah, his
He's-
name's
yeah,
Gal
he's-
Markov, but he's
Cardinal
known as
Gal
the Reeve.
Markov. We are.
Cardinal Gal.
Yes, Cardinal Gal Markov.
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
just like canonically change the whole Reeve to Cardinal?
No.
I think it makes more sense. I don't know. I'm
Well,
just
the thing
saying it
is
would
that
make
the
more
guards
sense.
saying the Reeve sounds really cool, but them saying the Cardinal probably not.
What? That sounds so much cooler. The Cardinal.
We're going to get into a lot of trouble with the Cardinal.
That sounds so sick. Come on.
Maybe.
Cardinal will have your head. for
It's a big
this.
retcon, you know. It's a bit.
Oh,
tell you
It's a
what,
big retcon, but
I promise
you know.
that the next act will have a Cardinal in it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't. The pun doesn't work as well when there's not bird people.
Maybe we'll think of
The reason
something.
it worked so well is because a cardinal's a bird.
We'll think of something. There's a Sathari emigrant in the next act who is called the Cardinal. So there you go.
Okay.
I mean, Markov's
take
not
it.
even a cardinal. So not
Yeah,
even a
but
bird.
they
it's
would
fuck.
look up to him.
Yeah.
He's also
He's
not.
appointed cardinal.
Yeah, he's been like in their ranks. You know, the leader is the cardinal.
No, I've said the Cardinal is now the head guard.
I'll allow it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so I think we need to go talk to Butt but run, because frankly, they're not going to be happy with us just running around and not telling them what happened with the Imperial person after last night. But we do need to go talk to this Reeve, I believe.
And maybe we can get some info on the. Maybe they know more about the shipment than they're laying on.
Hmm.
That's
What
but
if-
Catherine, of course.
What if the Reeve is really actually the one who is getting these shipments, and we were just guessing correctly?
Well, I suspect that he might be. There's only one way to find out. You need to confirm.
Hmm.
Are you
And
done
he's
sucking your bird tit milk?
Very crass thing to say, Krusty.
Well, I'm just wondering if everyone's done. And I'd
Please
like
mind
to
your
slow
language
down.
at my table.
Yes, it
I
is
guzzled that.
breast milk, please. Is it blue as well?
It
Or
can-
green? Or does it
what
have
what
like a
color do you
different
want
color?
it to be?
Red, like a
Red,
card.
yeah.
Okay. it's
Oh,
red.
like blood red. God.
No, not blood red. Like a tinge of red to it, so like there is some
Like
blood
pink.
in it.
Alright,
Okay.
it's
like
pink.
That's really
pink milk.
disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, really disturbing.
Pink milk.
Okay.
It's just strawberry flavored.
Perfect.
Yeah. Just strawberry.
Mhm.
Wow.
There's a little bit of blood in your family milk.
It's not blood.
We
It's,
don't.
it's strawberry
Krusty,
juice.
leave the. Oh.
Oh, I didn't know they
Oh,
were
I
in season.
see. I thought. Oh, okay.
I didn't know in season, but you do have a weird climate and time here, so it's
Yeah. To be
Makes
fair.
sense.
Yeah.
could be.
Yes, I heard it's like Spain here, whatever that means.
Like what?
I don't know. It's just a saying I've heard before. Anyway, shall we go and talk to the Reeve?
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to have a chat with them.
Gren, what you saying?
Well, whatever you guys feel is necessary at this point, I'm on board.
Good.
Okay.
Correct answer.
Hmm.
Now finish up your
I
milk.
like this guy. Downs it.
I take it without.
You take your milk without milk?
Frequently.
No,
I mean,
since Gwen moved
that's just
here, yeah,
nothing.
he's learned that it plays havoc with the bowels. If you,
Oh,
He has his
no. We've not had it
Yeah,
yet.
Gran is canonically lactose intolerant.
Okay, that makes sense. On the way to the Reeves Palace or whatever it's called, I'd like to discuss strategy.
okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. You two, did you have a look at the palace yesterday when you went up there?
He saw the outside of it
A
pretty
little bit.
well.
They did. Would you like me to repeat the description?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Reeves Manor is by far the largest building in the bowels of the Tree City. It was originally a massive single orb, but it is clear that it has been added to with extra rooms, towers, balconies, and 2 extra levels on top of it. The manor is accessible only by a single wide bridge, and there are in the adjacent branches guardhouses, servants' quarters, and a Tarvik's stable also. There are many guards patrolling both the main entrance and the walkways of the complex. The general theme of the building is it looks prepared for a siege.
That's always great news.
Indeed.
Right. So, what I'm thinking is, if he is getting shipments, he obviously didn't tell the Imperials about it, but he also likely won't be telling us about it if we asked him. So I think someone of us, perhaps, someone with a special suit made for hiding, could at some point nip away and have a look around, see what there is to see inside, while we converse with the Reeve ourselves.
Seems
I
reasonable.
mean, that is an option.
I like the idea of Verona just being like, that sounds like a great idea. Here, take my suit.
I mean, I'll take it. I've got pretty decent stealth. I'd do it. I don't mind.
I would I would suggest that we have someone to keep the reeve well distracted while that's going on, because this does not look like somewhere you want to get caught. If a cardinal gets a hold of you, you could be in the cells here for well, indefinitely, or worse.
How do you know so much about the social political system in this town already? We've been here for a day.
It seems very familiar. There's something familiar about it. I remember reading about a book in the Bible.
The what?
The
I've never
Bible.
heard
A
of this.
book in this Bible.
Yeah, it was one. It's the Bible is
Is it
actually
like a
many
library?
books. Apparently, it's many
Oh.
books, and there's a new
never heard
version,
of
an
it.
old version.
Oh,
The
the
local
It's
library.
the
Think
I
of it as
librarian's Bible.
anthology.
Yes.
I've not heard of
Spell.
it.
I didn't really get it. There's a lot though. But yeah, it gave me a good insight. I think they seem to be following a similar hierarchy here.
See.
And you can see, if you look at the guards out here, and I'm pointing over towards the folks patrolling, and there seems to be one that's obviously in charge. He's got this really big red hat out the front of the building. Yeah, this big red hat is indicative of a similar thing I read in that Bible. Don't get caught by them. If you are going to go,
I assume
your own
at this
bug.
point the three of us have
Or-
like walked on because Krusty's like rambling on about some fucking random
I
book
don't know
that
where
none
you
of
guys
us have
are.
read. We're all
I'm,
like,
like,
yeah,
pointing
whatever
out
you
and-
say,
You're
Grandpa.
gesturing from behind you.
The honeymooning
don't-
couple are just standing next to Krusty at the moment. Just,
Yeah, this is good. I mean, it's getting your numbers up. That's a good thing.
They're listening to you.
Oh, he
Like,
likes Catholicism. Maybe he's not all that bad.
he's a true Catholic like us.
Oh dear.
Fuck's sake. So okay, so the ways in, there's literally just one bridge in, but then you said something about like nearby branches. Are those after that bridge?
Well, it's a tree. So there are buildings all around it, all on different branches. So, like,
I
if you're
don't
asking me-
fully understand the way the city works and the way this place works.
Fair.
I think.
So the guardhouses are near the building. Essentially, the manor is a one building with many levels to it. And then coming off of that are then a guardhouse and a servants' quarters. Before the bridge, so there's the bridge leading up to that building. Before that, there are also like some buildings around that area as well, but they're not the manor. That would be things like his private stable, perhaps another servants' quarters.
Okay, so there's like a kind of like a fenced off area, and then like the one way onto the main.
Yeah, so those first buildings aren't fenced off. You can just get into that bit before the bridge without having to go past anybody. From Verona and Gren being there before. The bridge itself has guards on it with people just saying, you know, if you're going to go over it, well, what are you doing
I've
here?
just googled an image of Colas as well,
Sure.
which it
Like, it
does
is
help,
a tree, so obviously there will be branches above and below other branches. So
not looking at anything.
if you're thinking, like, can I jump from a branch down to the building? Like, yeah, but, you know, it is a long fall.
If only we had some way to fly.
If only.
Sadly, there's absolutely no way in the galaxy for people to fly at this point.
Yeah, it's a shame. It really is a shame. Meanwhile,
You can hear Kabisk in the distance.
yeah.
Jetpacks!
Yeah,
He's like driving
While
by
he's,
or something.
while he's getting towed around the whole city, but on his Tarvix. I will remind you of your once per day ability, which is to have Kabisk ride through whatever area you're in on his Tarvix completely.
Was that a thing we had? I don't remember that.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the thing.
Um,
Which, imagine if we use that in.
Can I just have
Hours.
canonically used it for that? Can I waste it on that? Is what I'm saying.
you waste it on on him. Oh, I see.
on him
him
running
riding
by
bikes.
saying jetpacks and then going away again. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
your
think-
once per day use of it gone. No.
I suddenly thought, surely like any shipment, any weapons shipment to actually be transported anywhere on this planet, we must use Tarvix. Being transported to any of these people is probably being moved with Tarvix. So maybe check the stables.
This is a good idea. Perhaps we can talk to the stable people.
There's Tarvix everywhere here. Ridiculous.
Right.
It's starting to make
So,
me mad.
What
They
should we
don't
do?
eat these
Should we go inside first, see if we can talk to the reeve, or should we have a look outside here first? See if we can sneak someone inside?
Yeah, maybe if we get some information before we go to the reef, that might be good. Because if we know that he's smuggling the weapons here, then he won't be able, and then he denies it. You know, he's lying and hiding something.
Yes, but
Then,
what if he's not? And we don't get that information?
well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Suppose.
And then we could always lie about it anyway.
We will need some sort of proof.
Proof is in the eye of the beholder, Bugs.
Well, the beholder will be. Why are you talking? Speaking about beholders, I had some kind of dream about beholders tonight, actually. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, the person who will be looking at the proof will be this imperial woman. We need to convince her, and she seemed not very convinced by us in the slightest so far. We tried a lot of different things when talking to her, if you remember.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, no time like the present. I'll just walk in because everyone else is just quiet. I'll just
Okay.
walk towards the stables, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, there is a stable boy, stable man. Stable. I just want to say stable boy. There is a stable man.
Okay.
That's not a term though, is it? You know, there's anyone know the name? Horse Master, Tarvix Master, Tarvix King. No, I used that already. There's a Tarvix
Tarvix
Master.
Tarvix
You know what? Tarvix
Keeper.
King is a title. There's a Tarvix King.
God. Is that okay?
That's what they're called.
Sure.
Um,
Not as high as the Cardinals, though.
no, of course not.
No.
Of course not.
Okay.
Is it not? I thought it was a Tarvix Pope.
I think that would be blasphemy.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Yeah. There's a Tarvix king, minding the Tarvix.
I'm not entirely sure what we're here for. What? Krusty, go.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, these animals, are they like pack animals? You use these to transport goods around the around this city?
Oh, yeah, they can be. Yeah, they're pretty good at it. They're strong.
Oh, that. I know you. What would you usually do that for? You know, big. You put it on their back, or is there some sort of cart? Use carts?
Oh, you can use carts if you want, or saddlebags. You know, they're good for
Carts.
riding. You see, most people would just ride them, have a cart behind, or put bags on the side of them. You know, drag around everywhere.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I suppose you have some here at the stables.
Some Tarvix, yeah, they're all over
No,
the
not
place.
Tarvix. Cart.
Carts? Oh yeah. Of course you do. Why you need of one?
Well, it's just I'm thinking if we end up moving here, we're thinking about starting some business up here. It's going to be different, obviously, given where the landing pads are. We're probably going to need a cart and a Tarvix to get to, or anywhere in the city, right?
Yeah, that's true. There aren't really any landing pads, you see. Like, most of the time, people have to land like a day away or so.
A day away, you say?
Yeah,
It's bad. Oh,
it is.
thanks.
The transport industry is a nightmare, you know. Just
can
the other
imagine.
day, I was cut off walking over a pass by a pedestrian. It's unbelievable. Bloody
Yeah, no,
jaywalkers.
you're right. No, you are right. You can't trust the general public.
There's roads you can jaywalk on here?
Well,
Of course, plugs.
sort of. In the only sense where you ride down on a target and someone goes in the way. You're right in a book. It's so inconsiderate, you know. I'm out here dragging a few barrels around, you know, trying to restock our meadery, and they're out here like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna step in front. Yeah.
Do you do a lot
Really?
of restocking of things and like moving stuff around here?
Not so much as one might think, you know. Like, it's pretty irregular stuff because normally we just someone comes along, someone wants someone needs their little bits replenished, you know. It's not like there's a fairly set schedule to it all, you know.
I turn around and whisper quietly to Verona and Gren. Check the car. Back of the car. Oh, we've got him distracted.
You said that so quietly, I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Yeah.
I struggled to hear it.
Yeah, your mic almost didn't pick it up. This is like a thing we can like stage whisper. If you just say I'm doing it quietly, you can just then say it loudly.
No, but then he'd have heard me,
I would have.
and Wheaters would have heard me, and then it might raise suspicion.
Yeah.
That's true. We don't want Matt to know about
I
Yeah.
can't know.
about our cons, about what we're
No,
planning.
yeah, you're gonna walk out of here and you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I succeeded checking the carts while that was happening."
Yeah, you didn't hear, but
Yeah,
we were
you
checking the
didn't
cars,
notice.
by the way, because we did say that. Like,
Yeah,
one
I'll
point
just be
or
like,
so.
"Oh,
We were
well
doing it
done."
stealthily.
Yeah, well done. You stealthed me. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, what did we
Yeah,
find
you
in the
checked
cart?
cart?
Yeah, what did you find?
Yeah, we
You
succeeded.
need
So what
Yeah,
did we
what did
find?
we find?
What? Yeah, fucking do the RP, you pricks.
How my stomach actually hurt.
Right, there you go.
We're
Plugs
gonna
and
try and like
Krusty
just
have-
keep talking to this
Yeah,
guy.
Plugs
to
and
distract him.
Krusty
Yeah, while
have
they're
got this guy
talking.
engaged in conversation talking about the poor state of transport in this city. Gren,
Mhm.
Verona, do what you want to do.
While they're talking, we'll try to head over and look at what's in the carts or any sort of like little warehouse they might have or something.
Yeah, there's a few carts in the open. Most of the targets are kept outside, but there is a stable / warehouse, not a very big one, but a building which could be used to store things, or could just be a house. If you want to check the carts, you can just look at the carts. I'm not going to make you do anything for that. If you want to go into the building, we'll need some stealth.
Time
I'll
for
look at the
you to get
cards.
busy, Verona.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Now then, what do I want to make you roll for checking the carts? What are you? So you're checking for. Enter here. The carts are currently. There is maybe a couple of boxes in one of them, but for the other part, they are empty.
and I guess we'll just want to try and get to the cart and peek inside see whatever's in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say sufficiently well distracted for that. We'll just have average perception from you then. It's a big build up on this one.
Yeah,
Did
it's
everyone remember to
really
enter
fast.
and
Oh.
open the dice site?
Yeah,
Oh.
I just don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, so your perception skill versus 2 purples.
Purples. Okay, thank you.
Yes. It was a month ago that I told you. So
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, both of them have like dust in their eyes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you
It's so dusty up in this tree.
Jesus Christ, there's another one. Oh,
Yeah, it's
the
two in
bots
a-
are out
two
in
one
force
stream. It's
today.
impressive, yeah.
good news.
But also, we got a
Yeah,
boost die.
the
That's
next-
like the first time someone who wasn't me doesn't use it.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah, it's always been there. Unfortunately, it will only apply to the next one rather than the one you just did.
God damn it.
Well, it'll
have to
apply to the
be
stealth,
quicker.
maybe.
And by the
It
next
would-
one, I
that's
mean
fine.
the next roll that happens, not necessarily your next roll. So
Right.
No, come on, because you can add you can add setback dice as well.
true. Fine. It's
Come
your
on.
next roll then. Okay.
If you want it to be like that, then you can say it's a setback for enemies. If you want it to be like the next die.
Yeah, things are contested anyway, so we'll see.
That's
Your
true.
next roll, it can be a boost. We'll just leave it like that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This box, you go up to it. It's quite well sealed shut. No, you got an advantage overall. It's not sealed shut, but it is kind of stuck shut. So when you try to open it, it's like, oh, it didn't actually open.
Right.
That's the only reason
Can I use
could
the
think of to
next
say you
roll
didn't see
on
anything.
trying to juggle? So I waste that boost.
I mean, you can if you want.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That was a joke.
Try and distract this guy even more.
Yeah.
I'm currently chatting to them about how much it costs to hire Tarvix and a cart for several days of travel.
Oh, several days.
I'm
Yes,
not
you see,
actually interested.
We
I'm not
have a
actually
lot of
interested in
things
his
to
answer.
move here.
Oh, I see.
You,
Oh, I see.
you know, we are thinking of setting up a studio here. For well, you might know him. He's what do I? What was the name we gave you? I forgot. The Chrome.
Humble Fister.
Oh,
no, what was it?
It wasn't
The Crumb
that, but
Humbler,
that's
that
what
was it.
Yeah,
It
the
was
the
Crumb
Crumb
Humbler.
Humbler.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
The
he's the
Crumbler.
Chrome Humbler,
Yes.
also known as the Crumbler. He's a famous boxer slash wrestler slash entertainer back in the core world, you see. So we're thinking of branching out and having setting up a studio here. What's the with your Tarvik service? What is the Can we get some cable lane so that we can get some Ethernet and stuff like that installed? Is that do you guys do fiber?
Oh, it'll be a real
like-
challenge. We haven't really got all that set up in the city, Well, I've heard that the
Oh.
Hellshars have somewhat set up
Mhm.
for that, but we don't have anything.
Hmm.
While this is going on, you try to like,
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
killer.
like quietly pry open the lid.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. It's going to be one purple, one red this time, though. Same perception check, though.
Can we? They should have had a.
Oh,
boost.
yeah. Put the boost on it.
And the boost.
Oh.
Can we? Well,
Yeah,
do we give them some boosts because we're distracting this guy so well? Because
That-
we're very
that-
charming, you see.
That's on that will apply to stealth if they try to go into the building,
Hmm,
not for
okay.
this bit because he doesn't particularly care.
Well, they're
Well,
they're
but the
opening
thing
the
is,
fucking
them
boxes.
opening the box, I've just said he doesn't. You're distracting him means that he's
I
not.
see.
He
He
doesn't
just
care.
doesn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
But what if they really do it badly and it's like?
That's what the red was
He
for.
re-
So
I
that
see,
the
okay.
option of crit fail was present.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
But yeah, this box is very stiff.
Why on
Okay.
earth?
Super glued the lid on this thing.
I like to imagine that Krusty and Plugs are just like talking. This guy's like with his back to these two,
Yeah.
and we're just like looking at them, just like trying to open just like a box, but they just like can't get the fucking
Yeah,
lid up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I just got like a crowbar, like.
You get your swords like in it. It's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
The fucking vibro blade, it still doesn't open.
Meanwhile, this guy's just completely oblivious talking to you right behind him, like.
Oh dear. D-
Yep, the box
Yeah.
is still shut. You're still having a chat with this dude. He's saying like, we did get a little bit of the hypernet installed in the Reeves building, just so we can keep up a little bit with what's going on, and so can we.
Oh, Oh, did
Yeah.
you? Oh, you guys go in there a lot?
Well, I mean, I'm
Does
welcome.
he does he let you like come and watch or something?
Yeah, we'll
Do
go
you
in
have
and,
like watch
yeah, on a
parties,
boxing night. Yeah, we just.
Oh, well then you must recognize him, surely. Come
No,
on
we only
now.
got it installed a little while ago.
Oh,
The health shards expanded, you see, and got it all set up, and it's like, oh, we could do that. It's like,
I see. Okay. Well, we do have there's a boxing match coming up in, was it 2 weeks? What was it I said last
I
time?
think it was 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, there is one
Week.
coming up in 2 weeks. You should definitely you should tune in because there's gonna be a big rebrand for him. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We'll
am I
be on the
fighting?
lookout.
Am I taking a dive against tongue waggler?
That's
No.
not who you're fighting. You're not fighting.
No,
Kubas.
we are specifically not putting you against Koopas anymore.
Oh,
Remember?
oh, I was gonna just throw and say, oh no, Kubas is getting me.
We are literally trying to contact Koopas who are willing to work with you so they can come help you in this fight to, build up your
Oh god,
image.
there's such a big, powerful species and really respectable. Oh no, please don't hurt
The
me.
Koopas is supposed to save you
Oh,
in this fight.
help
That's
me,
it.
Kubas. They're going to get me. I've been working
Exactly.
on my lines.
While
Yes,
this is
that's
happening,
very
there
impressive.
is.
Wait, boxing's free?
I think just
Oh.
Not all boxing.
Oh, that must be why
I
I,
think
don't know you.
we'll-
We watch a different network. Sorry, go on, Brun.
while this conversation's happening, I think you just be like, forget this box. I'm just gonna try and check the build.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Thank
you two.
fuck.
you
Because
two
honestly,
talking
in this
to this
box there
guy.
was gonna be like fucking
Nothing.
grain or some bullshit. Like there was definitely nothing useful in this
Yeah,
box.
it's-
Yeah.
The box is just gonna be full of like super glue.
Like
The whole thing completely full.
It's not even. No, it's not a
Yeah.
box. It's just a square metal cube. Just
Yeah.
solid metal
They
cube.
just needed some like raw metal and
Yeah.
how they use it. So
Yeah,
I
you
get
two
it.
just see Gren and Verona cast aside a crowbar just to throw it on the floor and just fuck this box and start
Yeah,
walking off.
like screw this.
I asked I asked the God. I keep calling him I was gonna call him a Kubas Pope. Then I can't remember what his name is.
Imagine if like
Tarvik?
as-
Tarvik.
as soon as
The
we
Tarvik's king. Yeah.
God damn it!
just imagine if like as soon as we walked away frustrated with the box like fell off onto the floor and
opens.
opened.
When they walk away, I asked Tarvik's king. So what's all these deliveries you're doing? Is this your mead?
Oh no,
Just gonna show us.
not this time. No, we're just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Tell
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
you're
He
gonna
walks you
show
up to the box.
us.
Yeah, we got a little bit of mead in this way. It opens really easily for him as well.
Yeah.
He just opens it from the other side.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
it
it
the
was-
wrong
it was-
side.
It was a-
inside.
What was a push?
It was a push box, not a pull box.
Oh,
Oh,
classic.
Yeah, we just got a
Oh.
bit of extra mead in, and some of the guards were saying that their socks were getting a bit uncomfortable, so we got some fabric in as well. You see?
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I start to touch the fabric, check the quality. Ooh, that's good.
Make me
Thread
a
count on that.
mechanics roll.
Mechanic.
Purple. I don't know. Well, there isn't a suitable other one, is there?
Isn't it like knowledge?
Knowledge.
Knowledge core worlds.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll take mechanics.
Yeah, we'll make it mechanic.
Against what?
Two
purple.
purple. Yeah, this
Pretty
is some
good.
nice fabric. Yeah.
That's a nice thread count. What planet's this from? This
Hmm.
can't. You don't make this here, surely.
No, we don't have the place to bring it from here. We got it from I forgot. It was some core world or another.
I swear to God, if this is how we find out they're smuggling in weapons because they're also smuggling in socks from the same guy.
Got
I
it some
swear to God.
core world or another.
oh, our sock dealer also had a lot of gun shipments.
Wow, this is really good. Hey, I turn around to Pugs like, maybe we can work with this. This could make for a great cape, some good outfit. Do you mind having the person who sent you this? They must be in your manifests, right?
Oh, we'll be able to find it. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll be able. Yeah.
Perfect.
Like,
We'd
just
love to.
let me just go inside my building
Just
here.
in that building over there. Oh, but maybe just.
wait! Before you
Oh,
go,
no.
just before you go.
Shall we cut
Maybe
to
you could-
Verona and Gren?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have your
Why
stealth
are we
roll
such
against
a fucking
against 2 purple,
cartoon?
and you have a boost.
Why are we literally a cartoon?
Gonna have to knock him out, aren't I?
Yeah.
I was getting
You
on
have to
with
show
him
him a
too.
real boxing match.
Yeah. Maybe I won't need to.
Some boxing's faked, but not this.
Not this.
Yep, Verona's definitely snuck in.
Oh my god.
Gren, regardless of if you wanted to go in or not, that roll is so good that you can just succeed. So
That sounds good.
Yeah.
He knows that stealth is not his forte, but if he sees this opportunity, he will take it.
yeah. Yeah.
Successfully disable the sock tripwire at the door.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you enter the building. This is, imagine a very old-timey stables that would keep logs, and you're essentially looking at the right building. There is a book that is on a desk in the front of, as you enter the building, on a almost greeting counter. There's no one there at the moment because the dude's outside. As you go inside, there's a few more carts in here. These have actually got boxes on them. Boxes that you now know how to open because you've seen him do it. So
Oh, were they looking?
I
I assumed they'd gone inside already. That's
You know
why
what?
we.
Yeah, actually, you probably weren't
returned.
looking. You don't know. So yeah, there's more boxes on these crates. Some stuff has already been opened and put on the ground, or on tables around the carts.
All
All
right.
right. I guess can try and check these boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll have another average perception check.
Okay.
2 purples.
What
Surely
I'll
this
do,
one's a pull box, right?
what I'll do this time is look for a manifest or something.
Okay, yeah, you can look through the book on the desk if you want.
Okay.
That seems to be a bunch of logs.
Say.
Yeah, Verona just can't figure out these boxes.
Same thing.
Yes. Oh. It's
Ooh, but that's
not a success, but a
success.
triumph. Okay. Okay, let me think. So you were trying
It's the
to,
triumph.
You learn
Just-
how to open the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the diagram
I'm
of how
not-
to
I'm
open
not-
the boxes.
I'm not dealing with
Yeah.
boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why it's not a success. You didn't find what you were
Yeah.
looking for.
Mm.
We found the blueprint for how to open boxes. It's like the instruction manual for the boxes.
Yeah, you found something useful, but not what you were looking for specifically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can't tell you what. You find a fucking key, to a box, to the boxes. Turns out they were locked, and you needed a key. Why not? Yeah, some way or another, you now know how to open the boxes. So
All right.
you won't even need to roll.
Hand
get
that
into it.
to Verona.
Yeah.
Here you go. This might help.
Oh,
Yeah.
This'll make this much easier.
Yeah, you couldn't find in the notes where these things had come from, but you did find the page which said reminder how to open box. Because that's something people write down apparently.
Do not pull.
Do not pull. Yes, you need to push and
Clearly,
then it
more,
opens
more
to the
people
side.
got confused with it.
Yeah. Maybe. But yeah, Verona, you now open the box, a box from a cart. You look inside, and it is more of what was being described outside.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. There's some
full
meat.
of
There's
socks.
some lovely fabric, not socks yet, but lovely fabric.
Oh.
Mm.
And yeah. Why the Sathari need socks considering they're birds, I don't know. But I said
That's
it
a good question.
now. So it's
they have like talons.
yeah,
Okay.
You don't know. Maybe the birds feet get cold.
it's fashion. They're
Yeah.
ankle warmers almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Um,
birds' feet be cold.
Yeah.
They're like those socks with like the individual toe segments, but for bird feet.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and the fronts would be cut off because of the claws.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, as you look around at everything that they've got in, there are certainly parts around which could potentially use to be make weapons, but not in any like great volume at all. And certainly no fully formed weapons seem to be present among the boxes or the lyre belts.
Hmm.
Hmm. All right.
Hmm.
Nothing in the manifest.
No.
Well, you
So
haven't
at this
read
point-
that yet.
looking for would be
successfully.
And
like-
they, at this
but-
point, like here outside, Plug's just like loudly saying, So when you go inside of that building over there, what is it exactly you were going to? Do you need to go in there? We don't, we take our contact details first.
I
It's like
mean,
that off really casually.
I think
I
that's
mean-
our cue to take our leave.
I can do that. Would be nice.
Yep.
Then I could then spend a bit of time like actually doing my work rather than fucking around with you guys. So massive character change now that you're done here.
Oh,
So-
like
Yeah,
I thought you were really like,
Alright,
hitting it
wanna-
off.
stealthily.
I thought there was like a
get out of the
spark.
building.
but-
no, like, I was just gonna take. Yeah, no, we can go inside now,
was
and
hoping-
I can give your friend the fist here some. No, not the fist, the humbler.
Mumbler.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but it's so confusing. You've been through so many rebrands lately.
Oh, so you do know me?
I mean, it's just starting to ring a bell, but
You've seen some fight? I knew it.
Curious.
like,
Curious.
but like, you weren't so shiny when I saw you on the screen.
No.
Bad
Okay.
cameras.
It was the Iron Patriot back then.
Yeah.
Rough around the edges, but I'm trying to do better.
Ah, I see. I see.
Right. While
Uh,
they're finishing up this conversation, can we
yeah.
sneak back out of the building?
Yes, you can do stealth for me again with again 2 purple and a boost. I'm gonna need Gren to roll
Okay.
once again.
Same.
Yeah, 2 purple and a boost.
Okay.
Oh, you're great at
Oh,
stealth.
Wow.
God. Thank
That's a lot
God.
of dice.
You have 4 green at stealth.
Yeah, it's an agility.
Weren't you saying that you were bad at stealth earlier?
No,
I
no.
I said I was not at it as some others.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah, just like
successfully
as
sneak
good
out.
as I am.
Yeah, it's like pretty similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
they successfully come out. You are now outside with this dude. It's like,
Verona almost trips Gren, like catches her.
so yeah, do you want to know where the socks come from, or do you want
Yeah,
me to
yeah,
just send you a text later, or what?
Um,
Do you want to come in?
Oh, I think actually we probably better get going. I didn't realize with the
yeah,
time.
we do have a meeting
With
to
the
get
reeve.
to. Yes. How about this? I give him a real card.
Okay.
Or, a real card.
Don't want to add him
Because I
to
do
the
want to
list.
know about this because this might actually be an actual lead. Just in case.
Okay.
And maybe, worst case scenario, we can get Krusty a cool, new robe. Like, this may actually be useful.
Yeah.
true.
Like, we were lying,
Get
but
Krusty
some
a
of
cool
it,
new pair of socks.
High quality, right?
Yeah.
Extremely high quality. The thread count was through the.
Maybe we can
fucking
get sponsored by a sock company.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe.
you run in with only, like, the boxers
Mm.
and socks slipping around everywhere. That'd be good.
Nice,
Socks
nice.
from the earring.
Okay, okay.
Maybe they're those socks. Maybe we get some custom built that have got like shaped
Grippy
around
socks.
the toes, grippy socks. Yeah,
Mm.
grippers and grippers sell. Grippers really
This
sell.
is true. This is true. Anyway, we group
Chrome
up
gripper.
to get.
No.
You move on.
Yeah. We move on.
You move on.
I'll write it down as an option.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You've given this dude your number, and he will text you
Yeah.
all about the supplier of the fabric for the socks
Okay.
at some
Yeah.
point.
Perfect. Incredible. I just realized Grego is with us because he landed.
Yes.
So I'm just thinking, what is he doing? Are we taking
Oh
him?
yeah, Grego.
Are
Yeah.
we taking Grego inside? Grego, are you strong enough to lift one of us when you fly?
If I roll above 80, the answer is yes.
Ah, so close. Okay.
Oh.
He said
Yeah.
no. But oh, never mind. We still have the sound. He said no.
Ah, babe.
Right?
But I think it says no anyway. Does plugs actually can plugs speak binary?
Sure.
Because I don't know if that is canon.
Well,
okay, good.
Krusty certainly
In the
can.
Star Wars universe, everyone understands them, even
No,
though viewers
no.
don't.
No. That's the whole point of C-3PO. Like he's always translating for R2-D2. Like Luke knows. Luke understands him,
Oh,
but
okay,
like
I guess.
Han or like Leia usually don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
Well, I do.
Yeah, Krusty
Yeah.
does. Plugs does. I'll say you all do. Why not? Unless one of you
Yep.
wants to specifically not understand droids, you all understand droids.
I do think
But we
need
do the
to...
thing of like not saying what Grego said to the audience watching.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have been doing.
So
to be
unhelpful.
fair.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I still feel like there has to be. Well, actually, we don't know. We need to get every warehouse and every Tarvix King's details and work out who is transporting this. Need everyone in the city, anyone that either of these factions have worked with. Maybe there are.
We could
rebels.
also just. Yeah, there might be actual rebels. Verona, don't you have like. I think we've already asked you this. Don't you have like any way to contact them and ask if there's anyone here?
I mean, I know some people, but
Hmm.
it doesn't necessarily mean they'll know anything about rebels who might be here.
Can we? Okay, how about this? Can you record a message to ask your rebel friends? And then we can record it on Grego. Grego can fly back to the ship. Grego can then send that from the ship. I'm sure it will not be. Okay, this might not be a good idea.
I was
Can we-
about
do
to
you have a
say
way
this
for
is
it to-
encrypted.
Is
Yeah.
Grego good
Yes,
at
can we encrypt it?
encrypting things?
What
Krusty
would that
might
be? Is that mechanics
I can.
or computers?
What did I
'Cause
have
Gregor's
you do
good at
before? I
computers.
think I had you do computers when you did this
Computers
for
before.
Greek before.
Gregor's good at
Yeah.
computers.
Okay.
It's like one of his 4 things he can do.
Okay.
So like
Huh?
Is he going to be
It is
better
an option.
than 2 yellow, 1 green? Is the question.
he's exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to work together on it, and I'll give you a boost?
Yes.
But what I'm saying is Gregor has to go back to the ship to send it because we don't have a way to like
Yeah, so
send
like
planetary
subspace
messages. So
transfer
how
or
is
whatever.
Krusty gonna help Grego?
Well,
without going to the
I can
ship?
make it here.
Yeah, you can make the message.
can make the message.
Well,
just has to
can
Oh,
do
you
you
that.
can.
actually?
Yeah, okay.
Can you? You'd need a computer.
I should imagine so.
We have a Grego. He can
Well,
have
yeah,
a
we
little
just-
keyboard extend.
Grego turns on the recorder. We just speak the message, and
Is that encrypted
There
though? Grego's the one who has
No,
to encrypt
then
it.
you need to do
Krusty
the-
can help, but Grego can make an encoded message with you here. So yes.
Okay. Perhaps that could be a good use of our time quickly, and then Grego can go do that because to be honest, I don't know if Gregor could. No offense, but I don't know if he's gonna be too much help here anyway. Otherwise,
Rape.
Gregor, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Gregor.
Kind of bloody rude of him.
It's-
Okay. Have Grego make a roll against 2 purples. He gets
Any
a boost from Krusty helping.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a great
that's a
message.
good. He's
it's
very
a
good.
very well encrypted message.
Oh yes.
I'm clapping because I think this is good.
If you
I
hover
don't
over it,
actually know.
it tells you 2 success, 1 threat, 1 triumph, which means it's good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very good. Triumph is
I-
very good. It's like a crit.
Yes. A triumph
I-
with a
I
net success.
am taking your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just roll some dice and something happens. And I will tell you what happens.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. Yeah, Grego gets that message and like one of the fucking Thunderbirds takes off, I guess.
It's like a rocket like going into like orbit. There's like a
Grego
massive trail behind him. Everyone's like
Yeah.
saluting as he
Yeah,
goes
there's
up.
a rather loud countdown before he begins as well, like 5,
Yeah.
4. The camera zooms in on all of your faces individually. 3, 2, 1.
We're all very stressed about it.
I imagine Grego like
We have
pogo
lift
jump
off.
springboarding with the ladder attached.
Oh yeah,
to
the
it.
ladder. Yeah,
Boring.
100%.
Yeah. We'll ignore the we'll pretend the tree is non-flammable. So
Well, it's mostly just like steam because he just has like water reserves and shit. He
Yeah,
just likes
yeah.
pumping that out.
So it
He
starts
doesn't
with
actually
the,
need to have this long
springboarding.
trail. He just likes it
yeah,
visually.
of course.
An aesthetic choice.
Exactly.
Do we
Of course.
Oh, so we did. We sent that. We should go and speak to the Reeve while we're here.
Yes.
To see if we can go speak to him.
Let us approach the bridge.
Okay.
I assume there's like guards at the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 guards at the entrance to the bridge, who hold up a hand as you approach.
I shake their hand. Is that what they're doing? I
No,
assume that's not what they were
no,
doing,
they
but
were
I
holding
like
it
to.
like that
I like
and
to think
stop.
that polite is like, good day, sir.
They're like, stop. So you just
You
basically
just grab their hand.
interlock fingers very romantically. And,
and wave their hand
Good
up and
day,
down.
sir. Yeah, like
excuse
a
you.
weird handshake, but good day. We are here to talk to the Reeve.
I say, are you expected to see him?
Yes, we are expecting to see him. Yes, that's why we're here.
No, is he expecting to see you?
But
Oh.
I don't know if he's checked his calendar.
You will probably want to see us. If you say we've come to speak with, and then what was the name that his? What was
Krusty like turns. What was the name?
What was he
what was
called?
the Jedi?
This is a good way for you to decide whether this is a good idea or not. So I like it.
Yes,
John
Gel
Markov was his
Markov.
name.
I hate to see Gel Markov.
Indeed, yes, that is his name. It's not
I
entirely
thought
unknown.
that wasn't like public knowledge. I thought they didn't know that in the city.
I am surprised that you outsiders would know that though.
Yes, that is exactly why he would want to talk to us.
We'll send a man in and check if he has time.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the guards walks into the building. Time passes. He comes back out. Fantastic. Walks up. They have a little chat. And then the guard says, "Okay, the Reeve will see you. I'll need to take your weapons before you can go in."
Sure.
Do I still have a
Alright.
Oh, I still... Okay, yeah. Well, both
then
of my
what-
weapons are concealed, so I'm just like... I ain't got nothing.
Okay. There is a perception.
Well, no,
check
I'll give them the
against-
frag grenade. I'll give them a frag grenade pack.
Okay. Yes, if you only want to hold on to your concealed weapons,
Yeah.
their guards will make a perception check against those.
Yeah, so I think the concealment holsters I have make it like harder for them to see them.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know exactly how it works.
I laugh at the guard when he comes out. I am the weapon.
So, oh. Will you let us place a restraining bolt on your friend here then?
Of course, yes. He's more machine than man, so it should work.
If
on
that
him.
is what's needed.
They can't do a machine versus man scan, can they?
No.
Okay, excellent. And gladly.
They don't actually have a restraining bolt. That's beyond them. You're
Oh,
right. I was thinking maybe they'll put one on your arm, but it doesn't make sense for them to have it actually. So, nah, you're all right. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have said you were a weapon, but I suppose you can go in.
Oh, it's just a bit of a joke because I'm a boxer.
Wait a minute.
Probably recognize
Oh, a
me, right?
boxer. Anyway, this massive fist is one of the hands. You know.
I didn't recognize you until you did the pose. It's the Iron Patriot, everyone.
Ah, once upon a time, yes.
Oh, well, you
I
retired.
go by a different name now. No, just a rebrand.
At your
The
age.
Chrome Humbler.
Chrome Humbler.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna roll a d100.
What is your opinion on that name?
You know, I kind of like it. It's not bad.
Okay, good to refuse. That's good.
Yeah, put that tally in the yes column.
Yes, yes. That's 2 in the yes. Now that's good.
Yes.
The other one was you.
Okay. Okay.
Still a win.
So how many concealed weapons are being kept in total? And what do I need to roll against?
Sorry, I'm still looking for a concealment holster. Conceal. Where is it? It's not a. I assumed it was. Maybe it's just in equipment.
Do Gren and Verona have concealed weapons as well?
Nope. Handing over my holdout blaster, and that's it.
Good.
The holdout blaster is concealable
If you want it to be.
if you want to.
Don't want to.
Okay.
Want to do business on this planet.
Yeah, not
Gotta be.
stupid.
Gotta be a little honest.
Wait, I'm just googling instead of on this page.
I hand over a knuckle duster.
You had knuckle dusters?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. For when the fist is
Yeah.
on cooldown, it's just all right. Strap up, boys. It's time for the knuckle duster. It's quite a downgrade
I'll-
if you think about it. You'd think he'd have got something new by now, but nope, knuckle dusters.
Hmm.
No, still rocking Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Oh, they only add
Oh.
1 black die to perception check.
Okay.
It's not as good as I thought they were.
Well, I think it's just they only have 2 green on it. I presume it's 2 purples, but it might be more.
Against what? Yeah, is it against like my stealth or
They're-
something?
That would make sense, actually. That would make sense because
So-
otherwise
so
that
my
roll
stealth is
becomes
4
incredibly
greens.
easy. I presume it's against your stealth. So what is your stealth?
Yeah, I have 4 greens in stealth.
Okay, we'll do it your stealth against their perception. So we'll do it if it's success, it's success for you. And a setback, bam. Yep, they don't see it.
Yeah, nice.
But surely it should be a boost then, not a setback as well.
Correct. They don't see it
Okay.
even better.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You are then escorted over the bridge by one of the guards, the guard who's been talking to you up to now. And you make your way into the Reeves Manor. I need the toilet before we go in here, though, so we're having a little break.
I also need the toilet.
Good. Piss break. Back soon.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're
Yeah.
about to TPA.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They're all
Unless
That's
unarmed.
right. This was the boss fight.
They're all unarmed, going into a
It
room
is, to be
with
fair.
like hundreds of guards. It's
Filled
great.
with cards.
Well, no. 2 of us are armed.
True.
Well,
I'm always armed, technically.
I mean,
I
I was disarmed
there's
at some point in
there's
season
one
1, but
weapon
got a new
I
one.
wouldn't have given them, which is the
Oh.
lightsaber in
Yes,
the
of course.
backpack.
Oh, right.
Oh, I forgot you.
But
had
maybe
that.
me giving them all
hang
the
on
other
then. Hang on.
weapons.
Hang on. We're going back to the stream.
Okay.
Verona.
Well, maybe me giving all the other things would convince them. Oh, I gave them everything.
Oh, hang on a minute. 'Cause
Well,
you've
you're
got
gonna have to roll for that.
you've
You
got-
can't just.
You've got that in a rucksack, right?
Yeah, it's just in like, I guess whatever the backpack equivalent is.
Yeah, they're gonna search that.
Well, do you have a backpack? Because that is actually like a thing, a backpack. Like, so unless you actually have a backpack item.
Oh, I
Probably
don't
don't
care
have a
about that.
backpack
It's
item.
been described as being in a
I'm
backpack.
just
Whether it works as a
saying-
backpack or not is different. If it starts holding like things, then sure, we'll treat it as a backpack. But it's just a lightsaber at the moment, amongst what other shit.
Yeah, but I'm
Ford
just
wants.
saying, it might have been on like
But it
like
wasn't.
under a cloak on like a belt buckle or something, right?
Yeah, it could have been something like that, but
But wasn't. Is it?
no, I was not.
Okay.
I was not equipping it in that.
They
sense.
search the bag. Or at least they go to search your bag. Do you do anything to stop them?
I mean, they probably don't even know what it is, even if they saw it. So I think that's fine.
Okay. They're going to search the bag. Now, there is a possibility that they don't find it, but it is not likely. They found it. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh,
It's too late. It's too late. It's going to apply to the next roll. So make that
Oh,
one.
no.
Do you want to do juggling now? Anyway.
Quickly.
Let me juggle my holdout blasters that I kept. Right. Okay. It's like, okay, one of the guard who searched, he's like, hey, have a look at this. The other guards come over. It's like, oh, now that is interesting. I can see why you'd know his name. He will be very interested to meet you. And with that, now all guards escorting you in rather than just the one it was going to be before.
Did they
Was he
care
a
about the
freak?
drugs in my backpack?
No, they don't give a shit
They
about
found
your
it.
drugs.
No,
Okay.
you found my Spilgo. That's personal.
I think they already know what it is.
Now, under escort
Well, they're
from the
freaks too, aren't
guards, you make your way before the Reeve in a very different
No.
situation to what we were having previous.
Does Gren? Because Gren
this
hasn't
break.
seen this either.
True. Gren might not know what it is. Gren probably doesn't know what it is, to be honest. Although it was an Imperial Academy, so probably does actually.
Well,
Well, it was a flight academy, so
Oh.
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I doubt it's much to do with the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gren doesn't know.
A lot of
Anyway,
heroes probably
we're fine.
wouldn't
We're
know.
having
One
our
of the
piss
best
break.
Imperial pilots.
We're having our piss break.
Lightsaber user.
Yeah, we'll talk
We'll
about
come back to the Reeve Manor in a completely different scenario to what was for the previous piss break beer back screen.
No, we won't.
We're not coming back.
We're not
We're
coming
not
back. Yeah,
leaving.
We're going to have a piss break.
because you all die. Right, piss break. Back,
We're
back-
leaving because you ruined it.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, it was you, not me. Not me. Back soon. volume is coming back on for everyone else. Okay, we're
Hello.
back. We had a little chat in the intermission as well, where it's been revealed that also in the backpack is the holocron. So I've now got that in mind as well. But here we are. So as you are being taken towards and into the Reeves house, you noticed a bunch of sensor units also positioned around inside the building, particularly around the
Sensor
windows. So
What's that mean?
just things that would like security cameras, basically.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, sensor units throughout the building, particularly pointed at the windows where people might try to climb in potentially. And then as you continue to get taken in, you're taken into a central room, which is about the size of the generic house of most places. This seems to be the main room building, which has been built for the main. Well, this seems to be the main building which the expansions have been built onto. He's put extensions on this building. This room itself, the throne room, is big enough to be a house on its own by the city standards. And then the extensions seemingly are other rooms. As you walk in, there are steps leading up to what is best and only described as a throne, upon which sits a man who you would presume to be Gel Markov. The guards continue to take you into the room. They stop you some distance away from the throne. One of them continues on from you once you are stopped to go and talk to the Reeve while carrying Verona's backpack. And as you approach, and as the guard approaches, Markov stands up, hands clasped behind his back, as he is shown the contents of the backpack. The lightsaber is removed. He takes it in his hand and then addresses you. Now, this is something that I have not seen for quite some time. That's right, he gets the fucking
The
stupid
goofiest-
voice.
The
That's
goofiest
right.
fucking
That's
voice
right.
in the world.
That's right, motherfuckers.
This was gonna be like such a serious moment. No, it's fucking. It's
Tell you what, I'll do
fucking
this.
silly.
We can have a
McGee
different
over
one.
here.
We'll save that for.
Hello.
We'll save that.
How are you
Hello,
doing?
hello, mates. It's me, Gal Markov. Welcome to my house. I see that you brought me a lightsaber. This is fascinating. No. Okay. Now, this is something that I have not seen for a long time. I'd always wanted one of my own, but after Ward left, I'd never learned how to make one of my
You
own.
never. Padawans definitely have their own lightsabers, by the way.
He wasn't a Padawan for very long. Did you not listen to the story?
Yeah, but they go before they're even Padawan. They get lightsabers. Canonically, in the Clone Wars, we see them
Look,
before
I told
they
you that.
become
I know. I am
Padawans.
aware. I told you the story of this guy.
I'm just saying it's incorrect.
Nobody cares.
I care.
It's incorrect compared to how it would be, but that's the point. Thank you. What was I?
I'm just saying, it looks like the Jedi Order didn't like this guy much.
Sorry, can you stop interrupting my initial monologue, please?
That was not me. I don't know what you were talking. I didn't see it.
Okay, thank you. I'd always wanted one of these, but the circumstances didn't allow. When Ward left to seemingly go and die, I never thought to have the opportunity again. And now people arrive. Outsiders in a city that has no outsiders. And they know my name. And they have a lightsaber. Tell me how you know of me. And what brings you here.
How many people other than him are in this room?
There are 3 guards, 2 behind you, next to the exit, 1 standing beside him. There are then 4 more guards around the dome-shaped room that you're in.
So 7 in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like these odds.
Those
Never
of you
tell
who
me the
are
odds.
Force users,
Mm-hmm.
every word
Yeah.
that Markov says. What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, I thought that was Jamoki that said that, which is why I was like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Force users.
yeah.
Yep.
Every word that he says seems to be just laced with influence from the Force. You can see why people follow him just by listening to him. But,
It seems very charismatic.
but yeah. Tell me how you know me and what brings you here.
In our journeys, we learned a bit about the Sojo Ward and wanted to follow in his footsteps, which led us here.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Do you want to make a deception check?
No, I like the idea Krusty just has no fucking clue why we're
is it
actually
even
here.
deception? It's like, no, I just don't know who this is.
Krusty
Okay.
genuinely doesn't.
Krusty
Is it
just has
deception?
no clue.
Have I deceived myself?
Maybe.
Yeah, roll deception to see yourself.
What am I rolling against?
Your discipline. It's
Against my own discipline. Okay.
just flip the dice from green to purple and yellow to red.
No. Oh,
Does that mean you did deceive yourself?
Yeah,
No.
did myself.
Not even Krusty
No.
believed that.
No, Krusty didn't believe. Krusty knows that he knows who this is. He's just maybe did I forget? Just let me think about
Maybe
it
I-
for a moment. You're following in Ward's footsteps, are you?
Nope. I'm not really. I don't really say that. It's like the idea of being like, nope, turning around and leaving.
Can we remove this shiny armed fucker from the room? Please? What footsteps would those be?
It was said that Ward explored many things about the Force, and we wanted to know more about it.
But why here? And how do you know me?
Well, what we gathered suggested that you used to be around Ward and were left here to protect the peace of this planet. So it made sense to see what's happening here.
It's a fascinating interpretation of my life that you have. I was with Ward for all of 6 weeks. Our planet was attacked by the Separatists. Everyone in my town left for dead, and then Ward arrives to save us with his army of cloned troopers. Tells me I survived only because of my Force abilities, and then says I have to be trained. An entire life hearing about the heroics of the Jedi, to have my entire family and friends destroyed, to then be told that I too am one of them. To live that life for 6 weeks, then he brings me here, says we need to set up a base. But first we have to end the Civil War. Well, we start on that, and then he gets called away, leaving me to handle it myself. And that's the last I heard of him. So, forgive me if I don't believe you when you say that you stumbled upon my name. Now tell me what you really are here for.
Can I like roll to see if I believe what he's saying?
Yeah.
I don't know
It's-
what that is.
Neither do I.
uh, what do people usually roll against deception?
Discipline.
Well, then it will be that, surely.
I suppose so, yeah. Sure. Roll your discipline
How many?
unopposed.
Okay. Oh shit.
Okay.
Can we both do that?
Sure. Don't so if you want, but like it's a success with a
Your dice-
triumph for plugs, but you can if you want.
No.
Your
Okay.
dice is.
Yeah, your
Dice
dice on
things
screen.
bit
You've opened the thingy
Oh.
again that it's. Oh, you
Thank
need to
you.
open it again. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he is telling the truth. Certainly how he reflects on his own life, this is true.
Do I get any more insight into his mind? Because I rolled really well.
He sounds really fucking angry about it.
Yeah, though I gathered. I'm not gonna say anything. I just wanted to.
Mm.
Let me say something, Plugs. I can see you're dying to. You're dying to, but you're trying to hold it in. I respect that. The Reeve. Not really sure what that means. But I can't help but notice that you're standing in the way of us, and we're literally just here for this stupid artifact, magic artifact. I don't believe in any of this mumbo jumbo. I just believe in science. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And I'm sure what happened to your family, well, I'm sure you gave back as good as you got in the end. I haven't got a problem with you. As long as you don't have a problem with me.
You don't seem to know enough about anything for me to have any issue with you.
Excellent, I think.
So now, though, you finally reveal some truth to me. You're here for an artifact. Presumably what Ward left me. His fiber crystal.
What is it that Ward left
Oh,
you?
that was it.
Yes, his kyber crystal. Yes.
Well, and you're saying that
Yeah,
you
the kyber crystal.
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
you
and
can
you
make his
could-
lightsaber with it.
You know,
you
it's
basically had a lightsaber in your hands. In your hands, Galmarco. You could have had one all this time. You could just have made it.
Literally,
That's crazy.
all you needed. Anyway,
I'm
Yeah,
just
we don't
I'm just a cyberneticist. I'm an engineer. Even I could have built you with a kyber crystal. I could have built you a lightsaber.
Could you?
probably not. Anyway,
Or something
let's
akin.
from what you are saying, let me just assure you, we are no Jedi. And if you really want proof of that, I ask you to simply light that lightsaber in your hand. I do like a deception with a bonus because it's a red lightsaber.
Yes, exactly as you describe. Let me just check. I think he might be quite good at this.
Oh.
Yes,
Shit.
he is
Oh,
quite
that's
good
so
at this.
sneaky.
What was discipline as a skill? What's its attribute?
Willpower.
No, willpower. Sorry, I was looking at
Willpower. Yeah, okay, it's against 3 red.
Oh, okay, but I get a boost. Right?
Yep.
Stranger
You
things
do
have
also get Pang's setback,
Oh.
which
No,
actually
no,
should have applied
we've
before.
rolled before.
Ah,
yeah, I'm
fuck, I
just
forgot about
saying.
it. You
Come on
win.
now.
You got away with it.
You
God damn it.
win this round.
You win this
Uh,
one, keeping track of dice rolls.
This
Uh,
is a very spicy.
I'm just checking. I have convincing demeanor, so I can remove a setback to a deception check, like worst case, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, true.
I'm just saying. I'm just seeing if I have anything else. Not really. Well, I have 1 yellow, 1 green, and 1 blue against 3 reds. I'm sure.
Wow.
Stranger
go.
things have happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he turns on the lightsaber and sees the red blade. You are certainly no Jedi.
Well, at least the
Interesting.
person that we took that off wasn't one. Yeah, the cold dead hands of the person we prized that from clearly wasn't.
So what brings you here then? Do you hunt fallen Jedi?
No.
Is that why you're after me?
No, you should ask him. He's in the bag.
We're not here to hunt you.
Oh my god! Can I like hold? Can I like stop Krusty from talking?
Make a
Think
about it,
mechanics
so-
check.
I'm not actually being stupid. The thing with Krusty is that, like, he just doesn't care about all this
I
stuff. He
know,
doesn't believe
but
it's
we
real.
we really do care because I. What am I doing? Mechanics? What?
Yeah. You got a restraining
tur-
bolt on you. It's time to put it to the test.
I don't.
Gren just
I
knows he's out
don't.
of his depth and is keeping his damn mouth shut.
Yeah, Gren is like, what the fuck is going on? I had no
Yup.
idea. These people were like, they had like
Wait, you seem
lightsabers. What the
You seem
fuck? I
reasonable.
thought they
Just tell
had
them what-
guns. There was like a
have
boxer with
force
them.
powers. What's going on?
I just met these people yesterday.
Literally, Gren's like,
I'm a
what the
pilot.
fuck is
I've
going
made a
on?
severe
they
and continuous error in judgment here. I've misread
I do
these
think
people.
Ward is a coward, by the way, for not standing up and saying something at this point. Ghost of Ward.
Ghost of Ward. Maybe.
Oh, fuck me.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before he asks us about the other thing in the bag with the red lightsaber, you know? I'm just getting the ball rolling.
Krusty, please. Please. There's a time and a place for everything, but right now, just let Verona talk, please.
Sorry, Verona. Go ahead.
We merely wanted to learn about what sort of secrets the crystal might hold. We have nothing against you.
The crystal is unreadable. Whatever
So you've
ways
given it
there
a
are of
mini
interpreting a kyber crystal, don't exist here. And if you're no Jedi, I imagine the knowledge is lost.
What if we found a real Jedi, or at least the ghost of one?
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna, like, before Krusty manages to say all that, I'm gonna pull out from my bag the books that I took from the Jedi Temple.
Okay.
Like, well, not all Jedi knowledge is lost. And because we took some books, like, specifically mentioning
did,
Soldier
yes.
Ward, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
You did.
So, well, I don't know if I have those books. I think I just have random books, but it's like, we have some information, and if you check the bag, if you have your friend check the bag in there are some books in there that mention Soldier Ward specifically. We believe we can find out the information of the crystal.
You do.
Yes.
What else is in that bag?
A
Cardinal?
book.
Well, you already found my spildo.
You really should not have been using that as a spill, though, at all. It's very
You
dangerous.
should have just left Krusty outside.
Literally.
Yeah, the cardinal goes through the bag.
Warm and chilly.
just spills its contents onto the floor at this point.
Oh no.
There are books on Soldier Ward, which Markov just, we should improve your ability to search bags. I could have really done with knowing that. It seems I wouldn't have found any of these things if they hadn't explicitly told you what was in their bag.
Literally.
Oh.
Who
But
told
also
you?
what falls out
Great, thanks a lot,
is
plugs.
the holocron.
Great, now he's found the holocron plug.
Like
That's
that?
specifically
Why would
what we
they?
were
Why
trying
would
to
they?
stop.
Why would they pour it out? I was literally telling him to just grab the book. That's all I said.
We did it gently. It's like just casually like laid everything out of the bag. So and Markov does recognize this. Now it all makes sense. Which Jedi's is this?
I've never seen that in my life.
Well, it's the one we've been discussing.
Ward had time to make a holocron. And he never came back for me.
But not time to train you. It's very, very amusing, isn't it?
I would hear answers from him. Plugs and Verona, you feel in the well. I'll say
By
again,
the way,
any
just
force
just
sensitives
for
among
Matt.
you.
By the way,
Yeah.
a holocron isn't like specifically a thing that keeps people in it. It's just a holocron is just basically a Jedi USB stick.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
It's not okay,
Alright.
but it's not like he sees a holocron. He's like, oh, this must have a person in it. Like just because.
No,
Like,
his
if he
question
doesn't
was,
know that-
his questions was which Jedi's is this? As in which Jedi made it?
Yeah, but then you were like, he was like, I want to talk to Ward about it.
That's not what he said.
Okay, well that's how I understood what you said. I'm just saying. Okay, that's fine.
That's not what he said.
Okay.
I did tell him
but
it
yes,
was the ghost of a
those
Jedi inside a box.
those
Yeah.
force sensitives among you once
Mhm.
feel Markov reach into the force to open the holocron.
Oh, I could feel it.
And up on the
Trusty,
platform
I think that's the milk
alongside,
from this morning.
alongside Markov appears the gatekeeper, Soldier Ward. It's like Markov addresses this as, this is more than I ever expected.
Great. Now there were two of them.
This is getting out of hand.
Why don't you tell me what these people will not? The gatekeeper then addresses Markov. The darkness that consumes you now, it goes against my commands to talk to you. I will not address you, Markov. And the holocron fades away.
That's my guy.
Sounds
That's
like
my
you
guy
fucked it,
right
mate.
there.
Sounds like you might have fucked it, mate.
The
I mean
re-
that in the most respectable way.
Markov, seeing this, appears even more angered than he was before. And he addresses you again. You will make him speak to me.
I'm sure we could arrange that. Both of you probably have a lot to talk about. But we are here to look into the crystal as well. Perhaps we help each other?
How would we do that? I have the crystal. I have the holocron. I may lack the ability to make it speak now, but I can make that happen. It would only be a matter of time. What could you do for me?
I don't understand. He was very willing to speak to us earlier in the other planet before we got here.
Yeah, you lot are evil as fuck.
Literally. I was about to lie to him to be like, oh, he doesn't want to talk to us either, but then I didn't do it anyway. Don't know if I should have done that.
Honestly, Marco, it was difficult to get him to stop speaking.
Marco.
Marco.
There were several.
We're all gonna die.
There were several sessions of exposition where he was telling us about how the
To be
Jedi used
fair,
to
to be
farm
fair,
and how they trained.
he did talk a lot.
Yeah.
He was yapping a lot.
And frankly, I thought we were escaping him coming to this planet, this backwater planet. I thought there's no chance. There's no chance, and yet here we are.
I think there's a lot we can both learn from this. But you'll need our help.
Ward's knowledge is not something I will allow you to just access. After everything that has happened, he abandoned me. He owes me his legacy. I will not let you steal that from me.
Grow up.
Here's what
Look at
I will
this.
ask from you. You have been...
I do actually say that.
Okay. He brushes it off for now. You have been in this city for a few days now. Well, 1.5. Just counting.
One day.
Counting.
So we've been here for 8 hours.
Pretty much.
Something like that.
I have heard from my guards that you stood in the way of their tax collections and prevented us building a statue as well. These kind of actions would be certain to draw an eye towards you. So here is the deal I will make. We will hear this knowledge together if you hand me Pathrin. There has been a resistance in this city growing, and while I have heard only a name of the leader of this, I cannot find out anything about them. So, if you wish to share the knowledge, you will secure my position in this city by handing me this leader of the resistance.
How has he got? Is he holding the holocron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny that you speak of this Pathrin. That's not the only resistance we've heard is on this planet. Bumped into some Imperial guards looking for some rebels. Another resistance.
Yes, they came to me yesterday as well. Seemingly, they seem to believe somebody has been importing weapons. I do not care. I have told you what I care about. Bring me Pathrin, whoever he may be, and then we will see what knowledge we can gain together. But my time with Ward has shown me that trust in matters such as these is ill-placed. I would need a show of faith before we are to go forwards.
And what would that be?
Pathrin.
He
Getting
I just told
just
you
finished
that.
explaining
Yeah,
that.
he
I
did
literally
just
just
say
told
it,
you
yeah.
that.
Okay.
you serious? I
Okay.
just told you.
I thought he meant like before that.
No.
Are you serious? I just told you that. Were you listening?
So you're looking for someone called Butt Pathran who lives at.
Wait, who? But Pathrin.
Looking for that person we spoke to earlier. Butt Pathran, address, third branch on the left from the brewery. Just to confirm, right? So this, from what he's saying, he doesn't know who Pathran is.
No, he's only heard
He's only heard
the
the
name and only
Oh,
Pathrin,
okay.
not the
'Cause I
butt
thought-
part.
Okay, and obviously the when we spoke to Pathran, I just want to make sure I'm getting all these like different factions right. Gelmarkov is the Reeve. That is a completely separate faction to the two feuding factions, right? That are Pathran and the other.
Correct.
No, there's two
No.
other factions. You've got Pathran
Cool.
is the
There's
like the revolutionary group.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah.
got Galmarkov as the Reeve who is like taking control of the
Take
city.
control, and then the other one
And
who's
then-
the more aggressive.
No, you've got two more.
no,
You've got
There's
Yeah,
two more.
there's-
there's
The
5
Hellshire
groups.
the Hellshire clan and the Tumras family,
yeah.
who are the factions involved in the Civil War.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought Pathran was one of the
No,
Civil War.
he was
No,
not. Yeah,
no.
no, he's neither of them. That's why he's worried about taking down Markov because afterwards those other two would start fighting.
Well, here I go killing again. Okay. So I wanted to clear all that up. So excellent. I'm sure we can be of help. Also, do we believe that the Reeve was telling the truth about not caring about the weapon shipments?
Yes.
Excellent. So I have
Don't
good
even have
news.
to roll for that.
Yeah, well, I figured that
Eureka!
like if I'm making you do, I'd made you do that role before, and it's like
Yeah.
there's no challenge to it, so I don't really.
No.
I'll need to figure
Well,
out how you're going to tell if you're telling the truth in the future. But for now, I'll just say yeah.
I mean, I feel like the way he was telling it anyway was, that he literally doesn't. It makes sense. He just
Yeah.
doesn't care. So it's obviously
Mhm.
nothing to do with him, which makes me think that it's one of the two feuding families, and they probably aren't resistant. They just want the weapons so that they can kill the other feuding
Fight
family.
each other.
Yes.
Good
Which
shout.
makes complete sense, right? We're in a little huddle discussing this at the moment, right?
Mm.
Yeah, literally arms around each other, bending just in the middle of
It-
this throne room.
Now,
It-
Gren,
it-
So
you're
mean,
not
it
going
could
to
be
like the
either
next
of
thing I
them.
suggest.
Oh no.
Gren, I don't
Yeah?
think he knows what Pathran looks like, or if Pathran is even local. You
Oh,
could be
no.
our Pathran.
Oh my.
this is
Don't worry, we'll keep you safe.
maybe a good idea. We could do it right
Well-
now.
Okay. Keep in mind we only have one thing. One piece of knowledge that can keep this guy under from killing us all right now. And that's that
You're
other
right.
person we're working for.
Oh, you're right.
So,
I shouldn't give you up straight away.
we should not give that up until he threatens to kill us.
Do you know who would be a really useful asset against the Reeve? The Imperials.
Precisely.
If we can convince them he has the shipment.
Maybe. If we can find out where the original shipment was going, maybe we can
I mean,
send it somewhere else.
but the shipment is already here. We can't.
We just have to move it.
Mm. All we need is
Maybe we
one-
find a manifest
gun.
that says they were dealing the weapons to send to the Reeve in order to fight back the Empire. We could even tell the Empire about his original affiliations with the Jedi.
That is what Pathan suggested at first. I don't know if I like. I don't know if I like using the Empire like that.
It weakens both
It might be
sides.
dangerous for the people in the city.
It will only be dangerous for those on the wrong side of history. And it won't be us.
I'm afraid the Empire might believe that because if he is if they do believe he is a Jedi or whatever, they might just take down the whole tree anyway. As they've already threatened to.
It is a good point.
Mm.
The Empire aren't exactly known for their compassion.
Or for their precision strikes.
No, she was very specific. The place will be ash.
Yeah.
Yes.
They probably won't even send.
We've all
troops
heard
down.
about what happened to Alderaan.
Oh,
Alderaan? Not familiar.
Not anymore, you know.
It doesn't show
honestly.
anywhere on my star chart.
Yes,
Oh,
oh.
honestly, they'd probably just bombard the place.
Wait, yeah, well. Is there any way we can... I wonder if there's a way we can stop that, prevent that, or maybe we can misguide the bombardment.
Well, I mean, we can tell her when we find out about the weapons, we can tell her about the weapons, and then there's no bombardment. Hopefully.
The alternative is we take this guy out right here, right now. There's 7 guards here, yes. Once we take him down.
There are 7 guards in the room.
Yeah. we can take him out before more get here.
How big is the Reeve?
How big is the Reeve?
Yes.
But you can ask
He's a
if you can
human. Well, not
suplex him.
human. He's a Mirialan, right?
Yeah, he's not like
Yeah.
So he's like
he's not an exceptionally large man, if that's the question.
Skinny?
He looks quite muscular. But he's not like he's no taller than average, but he is quite muscular.
Gonna get him in a Texas cloverleaf or something, or an armbar. Maybe we get him to talk.
I'd share a
I don't
picture, but
think
the
we need
picture
him
is
to
next to
talk.
spoilers, so I cannot.
Okay. Well, you could Windows Shift key S.
No,
and
it's
crop.
they've wrapped the text around the model.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Okay. Well, we have several options, but I don't know. I throw some options out to you guys, and if you don't take them, then I assume you have some better idea. Remember, I'm supremely intelligent.
Do you think we can take him? What are the odds? Use your rubber brain.
Do I think we can take him? Well, what I lack
Remember,
in
2 of us do not have any weapons. Which might be a slight.
We're
I mean,
not
the
here
problem
to
is
fight.
that I'm extremely reckless.
What do you say, Verona? If we're not here to fight, you want to help this guy?
For now.
He's a tyrant.
We have to do what we have to do.
Do
at
you want
least
to bring him
get
Pathrin?
We
things
have
back.
what? And you saying we have to do? What we have to do is give up this city, all these people. Have you seen how
I'm
they
not
live?
saying we have to do that. I'm saying
Then what
we
is it you suggest we
agree
do?
for now and leave this place.
We've been agreeing everyone. We have to figure out a plan before we just agree with everyone. You want us to march into the families' houses and agree with them as well and tell them that we'll help them get in power? We cannot help everyone.
Well,
We have to make a
if
choice.
you're wanting to disagree with one of these factions, it'd be better to do it when you're able to defend yourselves.
I don't think. I just don't know if we'll have another good chance to get at him.
They'll want to talk to us again.
Yes, but we won't be coming back without having proof. We can tell him that Gren here is Pathran even. But he's already seen him, so we can't come back with him.
The good thing is that he'll never know if our proof is real or not until he speaks to us. So at the very least, we can get back into this room and in the building.
Yes.
And I'm sure if we come with no proof,
But
he'll
then
probably
once
want to speak
again-
to us anyway.
But then once again, they will. It's not like they will let us in next time with our weapons.
I told you I am. Well, this is
Yes.
why I feel.
But then we're back at square one. We're back at the same place as we are right now.
I really feel like the best option is to have the Empire bombard this. Turn this thing
does
into
not sound like a good idea.
No,
Is
this
No,
this
I
not
think
a good
that's-
idea.
Is this
The
place
worst
like at
idea,
the
but-
top of the tree, or is it like because it's like slightly under the leaves? I assume still like there's still like
Yeah,
branches
like-
above it and stuff, right?
Yeah, no buildings go up
Yeah.
to the top of the tree.
So it's not like they can't even like precision target it because it's like it's just tree. They would bomb the entire tree.
What was the point in being told by the Imperials that if we find where the weapons are, then they won't burn the tree?
So
Yes,
what
but they can take
what-
out.
Yeah,
a
the
rebel
Imperial's
group.
concern is that there is rebel activity on the planet. They don't specifically care who's actually getting the weapons, just whether it's rebels or not.
Yes.
I see.
I'm just saying, if we tell the Imperials this guy is a Jedi, they
Then they
probably
will.
won't come back with just some soldiers, just some stormtroopers attacking. They'll come back stronger, and that will not be good for the people. We could try to convince them the shipment is here.
I've got it. We can try and kill two birds with one stone.
I don't know if they like
Again.
that expression here.
Oh yeah. We try and kill two kubas with one
Oh,
stone.
I-
With one humble. Is that
Tell
one
us
not
your
good
plan.
either?
let's say deal with two problems with one solution.
Excellent. That's a bit long-winded, but yes. We could. Let's assume that these weapons are in the hands of one of the two feuding families. What if we can
That
get
makes
one of the
sense.
feuding families to try and, because they want power, they want to take the power back from the Reeve, right?
yes.
What if we help them do that?
But then why are we choosing one of them? Then the other family will get destroyed, and we will be in this entire city will be in civil war again.
No. Because as long as the two families are fighting the Reeve, then they will be too weak to fight against the people we actually want in power, who's Pathran, right? They'll take too many casualties, and I'll
But
make
they would not
sure
fight
of
together,
that.
surely.
Probably not. But I assume only one of them has a set of weapons that they can use to fight the Reeve. Maybe that's why they actually want the weapons in the first place.
Well, yes, probably. So
What I'm
what, we
saying is
agree
this-
for
this-
now and we go and talk to the families as well?
Yes?
Perhaps take one of them and tell him that he's Bud Pathran?
Yes! That could work. And then if he, say, should accidentally execute the person who's part of the resistance, then maybe it will draw the ire of all of the feuding families. And we can use the ensuing chaos to remove all of them, as well as ticking the old box for the Imperials.
Okay.
There's a lot of moving parts, I know.
Okay.
But I feel like we are too few to take on all of these people indirectly, directly. Sorry, we have to do things in the shadows. We have to manifest something, get these cogs moving.
I agree. Alright. I turn out of the group huddle towards Markov.
I'm concerned about Gren and Verona not saying anything about whether we should do this or not.
If they have a
Yeah,
problem with it, they
I
should have
agree.
spoken up.
Oh, okay. You two are insane.
Yes,
Two,
insanely clever.
I'm
Thanks.
trying to make sure as least people get hurt. This is like the most out of character thing I'm doing ever.
That's it. Very unlike you, Plugged.
Exactly.
It is a risky plan, but might be the best one we have right now.
It is your plan. You were convincing me. What's going on? I feel like you were trying to convince me of saying yes to this guy. I said, okay, we'll do it, and now you're like, oh, it's risky. You suggested it. What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying the risky part is all the extra things Krusty added on the end.
Yes, we don't have to follow everything Krusty says.
They're all boxes we need to tick along the way somewhere. May as well do it all at once.
Markov, we've conversed, and we believe these terms to be agreeable for now. However, we want some assurance as well. Just, some trust. Give us the holocron back and our items. You may keep the lightsaber.
Make a negotiation check. Let me just find his stat for that, if he has one. Nope.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
No, we're
Are we the
negotiating with an
terrorists?
established authority.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like
We're the
kinda like
terrorists.
yeah, that's what he's gonna say to us. Yeah.
No, we're just lunatics.
Yeah.
This is,
That's true.
while he may not have a skill in it, he is very present, so he has 4 purples.
Okay. Do I get any bonuses? Because I said good
That you'll do
things.
it, sure. You may have a boost.
Fuck.
You good at negotiation?
Well, not
Decent.
terrible. You don't seem to understand.
Not as present as him, but
I have everything I need. It will merely be.
yes.
a
But then
matter
why
of
are you
time
asking
now.
us?
You can hasten my end goal while resolving this problem for me.
So you don't have everything you need because we could be resolving a problem for you.
The only thing you can give me is time. And well, if there's one thing that the years here have shown me, it's that I have far too much time.
No.
That's funny.
You want to have trust in each other?
There's
It
no
goes
reaction.
both ways.
Do you want to roll negotiation as well? You may have another boost. It is still 4 purples.
So 2 boosts?
No. Well, if you have one from other things, but it's the same boost, even. Just one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Let's see. With that advantage, I will keep the holocron. You may have everything else that you own.
Yeah, I was assuming that was gonna happen anyway. What do you mean?
You
I
asked
was
for the
assuming he was
holocron
gonna
and
give our
everything else.
backpacks back.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, you asked for, like... Well, the thing is, the backpack contains those books as well, which he's interested in.
Oh, he wants to. I don't give a shit about the books. He can have the books.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying now. You can have the
I mean,
holocron.
so but he's giving the lightsaber.
No, he's keeping that.
Well, that's not what you just said.
You
so
said he
you
could
said
keep
the
it.
holocron. You can. Yeah, but then
That was
he
not
said.
part of the negotiation.
Well, no. He said no. I don't want to take that negotiation. Then in that case, you don't get to fucking keep that.
It was the same negotiation.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No.
All
Because I said
Emma said
holocron.
was about trust. We are not arguing about this. I have made my decision.
Well, he's not
Decision
understood what
made.
I said. I'm just saying this is
Decision
bullshit
made,
because I said
motherfuckers.
holocron for lightsaber. He's
Decision
saying I'll take
made.
both. Like that's not how.
He's literally just said you can have the holocron. You've got what you wanted.
Did he? I thought you said I'm gonna keep the holocron.
Shit,
You can
yeah,
take
you're
everything else. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Is that what I said? Yeah, he's keeping the
Yes,
holocron.
that is what you said.
That is what I said.
that
That's
in
right. And that's
character?
right. He is keeping.
But that's what I'm
Is that
saying.
what
I said holocron for lightsaber. So then you can't go. You
he's
said I
already
could have
got
the
it.
lightsaber, but I'm also keeping the
You
holocron.
failed your
Like,
roles.
what the
You're
fuck?
lucky I'm giving you that stuff back. You failed
Yeah,
both of them.
I'm just saying your reasoning for it is bullshit.
I'm
That's all
feeling
I'm
like
saying.
I'm going to use harsher reasoning in the future if this is what me being
I don't
nice
give a
gets
shit.
you.
You're being. I'm just saying. You're like, oh, that you said he could have it. No,
You can have
I
your
said he could have
fucking
it
books.
if he gave it. I don't give a shit about the book.
You can have your fucking books.
I forgot the books were even there.
Get out of my room. Okay, you are escorted out of the building following that tirade without even the books. So there you go.
Plugs
But
didn't.
you do
That
get
wasn't Plug
your
saying
weapons
all
back.
that. That was me saying that
Nope,
to you, by the
but-
way. That was
nope,
not. None of that was in
Nope,
character.
But you do get your weapons back. Isn't that lovely when you get outside?
Well, I didn't give him any.
True.
Well, I know I did. I did give them my frag grenades.
But yeah, you are now outside, backpackless, holocronless, lightsaberless. But you have your weapons. You have a plan. So,
We have a plan.
Do we?
And our wits about us.
sort of.
Okay.
What is step 1 of your plan,
Pathrin. I
Pathrin?
think we need to speak to Pathrin first.
Yes, we should speak to him. I suppose.
Okay.
The real Pathrin, not Gren version of Pathrin.
Yes, of course.
No, there is no Grand Pathrin.
I don't think we are
That's
going
plan
to
B.
go through at this point. He's already seen Glenn. If we
Yeah,
walk in and say this is Pathrin, he's never going to trust us.
Well,
What do you
I would
mean?
turn around and say, you won't believe this, but we had Pathrin right under our nose the entire time.
Well,
Yeah, except then he's going to see through
you're going to
it
have to get
because
better at acting if you're going to do.
How
he
will
force
see-
powers.
I'm the only one here amongst us who is an actual actor.
True.
Several.
Justin,
Iron
we've all
Patriot
seen-
Films,
we've all
hit
seen
box
your-
offices on Coruscant.
No, we've all seen how well.
I'm
your
sorry,
acting
it's
has
pronounced
went down.
Coruscant.
He's right, actually.
Well,
All right,
we should
well, let's
probably
go
let
to- let's go
Pathrin
talk
know
to
that we are
Pathrin
going to
first.
start a bit of a civil war in the city.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't think we should be starting a civil war.
I think
We need to be. What we need to be careful about this. We need to somehow take out Markov. And once we've done that, make sure Pathan and his people manage to get in power here. Perhaps, someone.
Bugs. You don't seem to
Yes.
understand how the universe works.
Why
People
don't you
die.
tell me? Enlighten me.
People die. Have you ever made? I believe in Hardwood's recipe book, it was called an omelette.
I'm not a big fan of that man and his products. There are too many of them.
Well, I'm just using it
Wow.
as an example anyway. In an omelette, you have to break a few eggs.
He didn't invent omelets. We had eggs.
Oh, we had eggs?
Yes, eggs exist.
Okay. Well,
I think he said something about a chicken, which I have no idea what that is.
oh, I've no idea what that is.
Eggs exist.
Anyway, to make an
But I
omelette,
think
you
you
have to
be
break a few
careful
eggs.
with egg things as well in this bird city.
True, I need to stop making these euphemisms about breaking things. Killing.
About this bird euphemism. Anyway,
God damn it.
I
Bert.
don't think
Look,
these
people are
not
gonna die if we
expendable.
don't do anything.
Yes. So that's why we should do something to save as many people as we can. Not start a fucking war that's gonna kill more people.
Markov people are bad. People who are importing weapons to kill other people are bad. When they kill each other, the bad
I
kill
don't
the
see an
bad.
issue with smuggling, per se. Says the smuggler. I mean, how bad could they possibly be?
I'm saying is that I think it's about looking at how we preserve as many lives as possible at this point.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I don't think starting a civil war is the good plan.
I think that less people die if we do that. Less good people, at least.
Let's not start talking about good people and bad people.
Good people.
Your morality, your moral compass is proven to be
I don't want to hear it from plugs. I don't want to hear
Oh.
moral compass from you.
well, I'm not the one
Just
who
saying. Maybe we need to speak to the feuding families and find out how nasty these people are. Because if they're really sold on shooting each other, then, then so be it.
Why don't we find out where the fucking weapons are going in the first place? Like we set out to do.
Probably a good idea.
And then we'll decide.
It's probably a good idea.
Let's talk to Pathrin about that,
Yes.
and then decide what we're gonna do.
Okay. You
Just
make
saying,
your way
I
to
have to punch
Pathrin uneventfully. Go through the bar as one does, and request an audience with him, which is granted. You enter into the
Audience.
underground room. Well, you probably don't phrase it like that, do you? Krusty just probably
No.
goes over and say, "Oh, mate, we want to see your boss," and then in you go. That is what Krusty sounds like all the time. I'm glad my impression was
It does
perfect.
sound exactly like
Uh,
that.
And then
Interesting that you think I would even announce myself entering.
True.
Yeah,
Not-
I
Isn't that the
would
point?
be the one
Oh yeah,
announcing
no,
you.
either that or it's just by the music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
that's true.
boombox.
Yeah.
A little boombox.
So yeah, you walk into
Gregor. He's
Pathrin's
already
room
gone.
with Eye of the Tiger playing, and then he greets you. It's like, what was his voice again? Southern.
Same as your D&D character.
Yeah, I know. I just need to figure out how to do it. Is the point?
Southern gentleman.
Yeah. Welcome, my friends. Now, I expected to see you sooner. What happened with our imperial guest?
Well, you see, after we talked to her, we just felt this universal force pushing on us to get us to sleep. Which is why we didn't return yet.
That's understandable. I get that sometimes too.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Well, we talked to her, and we managed to strike a deal with her.
Oh.
She's simply looking to see. They have contacts about a shipment of weapons here. And this contact would often deal with rebels, apparently, and they do not like rebels, as you might imagine. So, question 1: Do you know anything about the weapon shipment?
Can you make me a charm check with a boost against? I think charm is also discipline. In which case,
Presence.
presence. Okay, in which case it is 3 purples. Okay. I know a little bit. To my understanding, one of the families has been importing this, and I do know, or at least I have my suspicions, which one it is.
It would be very useful to us.
It would. But,
And to you.
well, that's not so certain, I'm afraid.
It would get rid of. Are you saying they are actually rebels?
No, they're certainly not rebels. But
Well,
there
then all
are...
we need is proof they are importing it, and your Imperials are gone. That's one issue dealt with.
There are potential issues with me revealing this to you. And I do
Okay.
have to wonder how much I trust you.
May I provide another issue about what happens if you don't?
I have a gun. No, I'm just-
In 2 days, if they don't find out who have the weapons, they will assume that it's rebel activity, and this city will likely be turned to ash from orbit.
I suppose that would
So,
also solve all of your
If
problems.
you enjoy existing,
Ah,
But you
it would
wouldn't.
be beneficial for you to tell us.
I see.
Now,
Well,
this isn't me talking. This is her. So, you know,
well,
I don't like it any more than you do, but this isn't a time to wheel and deal. This is a time to survive or die.
well. When you put it that
I
way,
like surviving. So,
indeed.
make your strange bed, fellows. Believe me, once all this is over, I never want to see this place or anyone in this room ever again.
The fuck?
Well.
I'm gonna mark that down as a -1 to the name, Christine.
May I just say that we still have Plan B waiting in the wings for you, Bren?
Or should I say, Catherine?
Bren, Catherine.
Well, when you put it that way, our plans would certainly come to a rather abrupt end regardless. So, I will say that your discretion in investigating this matter extends far beyond what you may suspect, but I can tell you that I believe that the Hellshire family is the one that are importing the weapons. I can't give you proof, but if you go to the leader of their family and say that Catherine has sent you to find this information, and then tell them what you've told me, you should be provided with the evidence you need.
Can I
Seems
Like-
easy.
have some kind of insight alternative to see what the fuck he means by that?
You can
Like,
roll your discipline against his deception,
okay.
which
Which is?
is do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Just 3 purples.
Just vapor. Fuck.
Mm.
Okay. Well, fine.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So which family is it? And where can we find them?
I just told you that, the Hellshot family.
Oh, I missed that. I I thought you just said this family.
No, the
Okay,
Hellshot
I
family.
missed that. Hmm.
Yeah,
Cunning one.
you can find them about 3/4 of the way up the city. You can't really miss the building. It's the one that looks like it doesn't really belong in this place. So you'll know it when you see it.
Alright. Well,
Fair enough.
unless anyone else has anything else to tell you, I think we'll be off.
Very well.
Really confused about what's just transpired.
Hmm.
Makes sense. Something doesn't make sense. Why
We'll definitely be
would...
having a conversation about this after we've left here.
Okay. Yeah, if you have nothing else to say to him, though, you've left here.
I need to defragment my memory. Because my brain is getting scrambled in it.
Hmm. Did you walk too close to a magnet again?
Maybe.
Must be that restraining bolt in your pocket.
Because somebody keeps trying to use that
don't
restraining
have
bolt in your
one
pocket, or are you
anymore.
just happy to see me?
That restraining bolt left with the fucking droid back in season 1.
Rip.
I never got it
Yeah,
back.
you never got a new one.
It was really sad.
Why would the Hellshire family just straight up give us the evidence we need?
I'm starting to think he's not as unattached as he originally claimed.
I see one of two things happening here. The Hellshire family don't like what we're insinuating
Hellshire.
and try and fight her, and we have to fight our way out. Or, well, either way, actually, that Pathrin is maybe
Playing
trying
us?
to play us, yeah, so that we can take out the Hellshire family, and maybe they can step up as
Well-
part in league with whoever the other family are.
Mm.
I was thinking he's in league with them.
In league with the Hellshire,
Yes.
but why would
It's a-
Pathrin send us to them?
Well,
Because he knows they are getting the shipment. Because he is working with them. He knows they are not rebels, so he knows they shouldn't be in any danger. So if they help us get rid of the Imperials, that's a win for him
Mm.
and for them.
But I still don't see why sending us to them and then confronting them about the shipment is going to end well. Why would they tell us? Be honest.
Well,
with us?
because we
What
told
reason have they
them
got?
the only reason we're looking for it is because otherwise the tree will get burnt down.
Okay. Well, let's
Yeah.
follow this thread. Let's pull on this thread a little bit, then, shall we?
Yeah, we'll learn very quickly whether or not they really care about the people who live here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is true.
And if they don't, then we send them to their deaths against the Reeve.
I think
right?
we see what we can learn about Pathan in this encounter as
Mm.
well. See if they.
And if
See what
Pathrin's
connects.
lying
That's
to
fair.
us, then we send them to their death with the Reeve.
The solution to everything
We'll
right now.
see. This is
We
true.
send them to their
If you
death.
do something I don't like, you know what that means. You're going to see death with the Reeve. This is Krusty practicing his next promo, where he's getting a tag team partner who's also just happens to be called the
Really
Reeve.
called the
And he's like,
Reeve.
yeah.
Well, no, it's another name, but he's just gonna like cross it out.
Yeah, well, he's actually going.
And on
through
the
this...
day, he's gonna actually say it wrong. It's like, oh no,
Yeah.
you said the
He's going
Reeve.
through this place rebranding to the Chrome Humbler, and he's like, actually, the Reeve is a really cool name.
Cool name, yeah. You're gonna find yourself. You're gonna find yourself going 4 rounds in the ring with the Reeve.
Anyway, yeah. So you make your way to well, where was described, 3/4 of the way up the tree.
Yes.
And as was said, there is a building that really stands out compared to everything else. Everything else being a dome-shaped building made of the tree. This one seems to have been constructed not from wood, but from like stone building materials. Would you believe?
Mm-hmm.
The entire building itself looks like it wouldn't be out of place on an actual planet. you know,
What the
in an
fuck?
actual city. So yeah.
How weird. So it's not old?
Yeah, does it look recently built? Well, I mean, if it's like a family,
fairly
like it's a long-standing family, they may have.
This you'd say that this building looks like it's reasonably new. Certainly been there a few years, at least. But yeah, certainly not old. And it doesn't bear like battle damage as one would like expect if there had been a civil war which this family was really involved in. It looks like it's been built since all of that.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But yeah, as you approach, there are obviously guards at the entrance. They once again
I
stop
assume
you.
they're not. They're like different kinds.
Yes,
of guards.
different guards. These are not at all dressed like the guards that
They're
the
more
Reeve
like
has.
gang,
Not like the
like
guards.
street guys.
Not like the guards that Pathrun has, and not like the guards that you've seen just milling about the city, which are actually the Reeves guards anyway. So,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah, these are, for want of a better term, private security.
Mm-hmm.
How well equipped do they look?
question.
About the same as like everyone else that you've seen around.
Okay.
Yeah, just slug thrower rifles, if that's what you're wondering. In particular, which is the same as what everyone else has had.
Yeah, that's the same as everyone else. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, they once again stop you, and in generic guard voice, it's like, stop right there. What business do you have here?
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Okay, that's their voice now.
You have violated the law.
You have violated
violated
my
the law.
mother.
Ah,
God.
Stop
I don't think.
and prepare
Yeah.
for arrest.
Krusty, what did you do?
But they went a tiny bit hardwood on that one. A bit hard.
oh dear.
Maybe.
For arrest.
Maybe.
Prepare for arrest.
Yes,
huh?
it's Inspector Gumshoe here.
No. Inspector Gumshoe.
Stop right there. What business have you here?
We are here to talk with
Hellshar.
Want to talk with the Hellshire
Yeah.
family, see?
Ah,
Gerald,
see,
dear.
that's
We've
right.
been,
We're here to talk to Carl.
we've been sent by Pathrun.
Catherine said there was a speakeasy here where we could perhaps we could play some
Catherine
cards.
say his name?
He
Yes.
did.
Okay, I didn't remember exactly if that's what he said. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well then we do say his name.
Did he?
Yes.
Well, let me check inside. I'll be back with you in a moment, you see. It's definitely
see.
Very well.
uh,
Well, we have
And,
one shot on sight, so that's a good start.
as before. They come back out and say, "You're welcome in. We'll need to take your weapons, though."
Lots of security in all this place. Do you not trust us if Catherine sent us?
Policy is policy. No one unaffiliated
Alright.
with the family is to go in
I
without
give
their weapons.
I give my frag grenades, but I keep my concealed guns again.
Okay. Does anyone have a rucksack with things I need to know about? No, it's fine.
I mean, I still have a
No.
backpack with drugs in.
What's this?
Oh, that's just well,
Hand over the
let us
whole
in without
there.
having
Yeah.
to give our weapons away, and you can find out.
Tell you what, you just keep hold of that.
No.
I don't think
Well,
I want to
You
know.
can't find Neutron Pixie this pure on this side of the galaxy. I'll tell you that.
What's it called?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, you're sent inside. And then as you go in, there's a fairly old woman at the center of the room. She is again a Sathari though. You've learned how to tell age. Congrats. She is an old Sathari. Sat
Okay.
in a far less predominant throne than you would see in the Reeves house. It's more of a chair. Well, it's more of a meeting table actually, where you're all invited to sit together. What you notice about this building compared to everywhere else is that this almost looks like a data center. There is actual technology in here. There are people using computers and all sorts.
You guys have fiber here. You were
Yes,
told it is hard to get.
I don't understand it myself, but the people in here seem to be able to use it quite well. I'll leave you to. Well, I won't leave you to the meeting. I'm going to stand guard for the meeting. Yes, that's what I should do. Yes. Is that right, Co? I mean, Madame Helshaw. Bows.
Wow.
Slash bows.
Slash bow. Like, that's quite all right. Our guests here, well, if they're Pathrun, they shouldn't be any threat, but security is security. Now, tell me why you are here. Why Pathrun would send you to me.
Shall I simply cut to the chase? He
Please.
just looks to the group.
Sounds fantastic.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. No doubt you saw that. Oh, I'm not sure the right word. That bunch of Imperials here.
Yes.
I believe a group of Imperials is called a murder.
Fair. Oh, that's just an insult to crows.
What is a crow?
I'll tell you later.
That's one of our ranks. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
very good, very good.
Like a platoon
So,
of them is like
there
a
were-
murder.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
They're looking for. They are trying to find out where and to whom exactly a shipment of weapons went. Their source tells them that it's gone to a cell of rebels. But everyone we've as far as we know, there are no rebels on this planet. But if they don't find out where they're at, they're very, very likely to just destroy this tree without a second thought. We would like to prevent that. And Pathrin also would like to prevent that. And he said that that the weapons were purchased by you and or your clan.
I see.
Is
Well-
that the case?
To put it bluntly, yes.
Okay. This is going to be a very, very.
Bluntly. Sorry.
This is going to be a very, probably one of the oddest requests that you've ever heard. Would you mind, so that this entire place doesn't get bombed from orbit, mind providing proof that we can provide to that Imperial person so they can just go? Because they have said in no uncertain terms, if it's not the rebels, we don't care.
I see. I suppose this was always a risk by of us trying to do this in the way that we did, but yes. The way that you phrase it, I can see why Pathrin sent you to me. We can provide you with that evidence. We have our logs ready and can provide them to you immediately.
Fantastic.
Does
I-
Pattern not send people to you often then?
I imagine someone like him likes to keep a low profile.
It would not be... well, no. It is rare, but it can happen.
Yes, but just with your connection, you know. Can I decept as if I already know? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to
Okay.
be like, oh, I already know
Okay.
what's going on here. You know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, yes, you may. This will be
Oh.
against 2 purples and a red. No, 2 reds and a purple.
Oh shit! Do I get any boosts or anything?
Yes, you may,
Yeah.
because you were sent by him.
Right.
And you've just had that little chat. Oh.
Let's go.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you say?
What did I say? I basically just something like along the lines of like, oh, it's surprising. Basically, I'm just guessing that they have a positive, you know, connection, and I'm like, oh, it's surprising that he doesn't send you more people then, you know, with how you are connected.
Well, it's not to be public knowledge, as I'm sure you can understand.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
If I were to like insight that, would I gain more information than I can
I'm
with my
trying to
own
think if I
mind,
should
or
give
like
you more in the first place is the problem. Because I'm trying to think what she would say that keeps her in character, but also progresses this along a bit further than just, oh yeah, well, yeah, you know, there's a connection. Yeah, you're right, there is. It's like, okay.
yeah, no.
Although I suppose that could be as confirmation that there is more of a connection, which is what I think you were trying to do anyway.
Yeah, like I don't per se need more. I'm just
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Basically, in saying that, I suppose you're right that you've done what you wanted. You were implying that you knew of a connection to get her to
and
admit
she
to
said
one.
yes, indeed.
So,
yeah, like that's what I was looking for. So that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Okay. Anyway, if you could
What's the
provide us
connect?
some kind of
Wait, you don't know? Ah, fuck.
I can see you lot pussyfooting about here. I want to hear it. Let's hear it from the bird's mouth.
And here I thought we were having a frank conversation.
Who's Frank? I've been introduced to about
We
10
were-
different people today.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why
I don't
I'm
know
asking
anything
them,
more.
Gren.
I have nothing to do with them.
That's why I'm asking Gren what's going on, so that we do know.
Right. The part that
Are you
I'm not
lovers?
sure.
Sorry. The fucking, oh god, my
Literally
brain.
stun locked.
Yes.
I'm not. I think.
Literal stun lock.
Uh,
Forgive me.
I think
No, go
that
ahead.
I think Plugs was trying to insinuate some information that that
Are you saying that
She
to
thought
her,
was-
or like secretly to
Shush.
Krusty?
Let me finish.
I don't know who I'm talking to anymore.
Okay, sorry.
I'm talking to nobody anymore. There. I'll tell you later.
Understood.
I just cry into my shoulder.
So it seems very obvious to me after hearing all this that you and Pathran are lovers, no? Speak very fondly about them.
Excuse me.
I noticed the trembling beak.
My friend is not very intelligent, let's just say. He is more here as our muscle. If you will.
Look,
I'm sure you understand.
I know we've only recently met Gren, but that's extremely rude, Plugs.
My point exactly.
What?
I
Why
apologize.
don't-
Sorry, Gren.
Why don't you be frank with me?
Yes, I apologize. I as my dim-witted friend here has just
Sorry,
told
Gren.
you,
I'll have a word with her. There's no
we
no reason for her to talk to that.
we weren't exactly aware of your connection to Pathan, but we suspected, with no ill will, of course. We are just trying to figure out what is going on here. All we want is to help, particularly Pathan, and make sure the people of this town do not have to suffer any more than they already have.
Can you make a deception on that? Not because you haven't told the truth
Can
necessarily.
I be
but because
charming
you admitted
instead? I
it.
feel like
Okay, yes.
I
you
feel
are-
like I was
okay.
being very nice.
Okay, you may be
I was
charming.
trying to charm her.
You may be charming, yes, because you
Okay,
didn't
thank
technically
you.
lie. I suppose it's an omission.
What
that's
I mean, okay, genuinely, what did I omit?
Your entire reason for being here.
Okay, yeah, but Well, my entire reason for being here currently is we've already told her, we've not lied about that. The reason we're in the city is not is other stuff, but that's unrelated to her, really.
I'll just put it this way.
I don't think I'm lying.
The role
or
here
omitting
is to
things.
is because what you've said there isn't enough to convince her, right? So the
Sure,
role
okay.
is to see, oh, maybe you did.
Okay. Well, what was against?
What does charm go against is the question. Is that discipline as well?
Cool.
I don't know.
It might be cool.
Well,
We'll
you
make
just
it
tell
cool.
Ian. No?
We'll make it cool. I think this is cool. What's
She
cool?
does seem pretty cool.
Is cool presence?
Cool
Can't you?
is yes, presence.
Okay, it's the same role either way then. No, it's not actually. This is easier. This is merely 1 red and 2 purple.
Okay, well that's very equal. I don't get any bonuses or anything.
Not for this one.
Fuck.
Oh, okay, just a lot of threat. I've been here long enough to know that people
Too late, Emma. Too
do
late.
not. What was that?
Preparing for
see.
next time.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that I don't have to remember.
Yeah. I'll forget is the problem. I've been here long enough to know that people don't come here by accident. There is always a reason for it. I'm asking
okay.
why you came
I'm just-
here.
Did she ask that?
Is
Because
now.
then I miss. Okay. We are here on. Well, it's a long story, but we are looking for a specific artifact that we know the Reeve possesses. We are not here to hurt you, to stop you. In fact, we had no idea who you were until yesterday.
So, if my understanding is correct, you need something from the Reeve, and yet you're talking to me and have been talking to Pathrin.
Because we do not like the way the Reeve treats the people here.
Yes.
Is that so hard to believe?
No, particularly not if you know Pathrin. For Pathrin to have spoken to you means that you must have stood up to the Reeve already. So, very well. What is it you hope?
That was it? That was a sentence?
Yep, that was it. That's the sentence.
Okay.
All of you.
Hmm.
Oh, just like in general.
I find it gives me a good measure of people.
Okay, well, I, I'm an escort pilot for hire. I was here looking for work. People kept telling me it was a bad idea. I figured they weren't telling me the truth.
Well,
Had to see it for myself.
well, if nothing else, we might have a job for you. Now that our smuggling lanes have been discovered. But, regardless, what about you?
Yeah.
Shiny arm.
Well, honestly, I can't remember why I am here. I was offered a job, dangerous job, by a little blue man
Yes,
who
and he
seems
left.
to have been missing for 2 days now. You've probably seen him around or heard him around. And frankly, I just want to get back to the big screen, the silver screen,
The chrome
Damn.
screen.
the chrome screen. I feel like I'm ready to do some of my best work. In and out of the ring. You know, take my passion for brawling, use it for some good. Why not?
I see. And you? The quiet one. Don't you fucking dare speak for
Well?
that one, Redox. Yeah, there we go.
I was thinking of speaking when you said the shiny hand one because I was like, I have a shiny hand. I was thinking of jumping in, but I didn't.
Seek to find the artifact we're looking for and the information it holds. And while we're at it, hopefully leave this place off better than it seemed to be when we arrived. Is this the right thing to do after all?
And finally you, with the other shiny hand. The less shiny hand.
Yes, it is painted green, I know. Well, at first, when I came here, what I was hoping for was money, opportunity to gain some kind of money, but so far this has not truly presented itself. However, I do believe that the people in this town deserve better than what they get. So truly what I hope is that someone can deal with that fuck-ass guy, the Reeve, because he's a real asshole. We just went to speak to him earlier. He's such a real asshole about it.
Definitely got a chip on his shoulder.
Yes. And a holocron.
What now?
What? Who said that?
Oh.
And a red lightsaber.
Yes. That we were carrying. Oh, no.
Yeah, but we had to prize from the cold dead hands of a Sith Lord.
I see.
I don't know.
So you want
We don't say any of that.
the Reeve removed, and you have allied with Pathrin. Now, so I have to ask, why have you not removed him?
Why have you not removed him?
I suspect our answers are the same, but I would hear it from you.
Well, we just got here. We're, as I said, trying to get the lay of the land, trying to understand the connections here. Pathrin said all he had said about you and your families is that, frankly, you are danger and ready to start a civil war, which would not be great for these people. Now he sends us here.
This is also
if
the
he's-
age-old saying
Besties with you.
that the bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Right now,
Stop.
you and Pathrin are hiding in the bushes.
Bastard,
We
not
live
the
in trees, not bushes.
Time to put you in the palm of our hands.
That's worrying.
Yes, don't just ignore him.
Time to gently cup you in the.
But it
Palm of the
oh,
hand.
but it seems.
Oh, okay. She liked that. She liked that. That's good. Okay, she's into it. Oh,
My big shiny chrome hand.
It would seem then that you recognise that simply removing the Reeve puts the city in even more danger. What with our family and the Tumris family, they would be a problem. So you are faced with the same problem that we all face, which is how do we remove the Reeve without turning this city into another war? Well,
before we go on, though,
yes,
if you will, may I ask you one question?
of course.
What is it you hope? Since we are all sharing so much.
Ah. My hope is quite simple. I would see this city return to rulers who can lead rather than oppress, or rulers who, while their heart may be in the right place, don't really know what they're doing. As you can see from this building, there are technologies in the galaxy that we have shunned bringing here that can bring us a great deal of prosperity beyond what we would have otherwise. These, well, the rejection of these has been a mistake that has cost us a lot, and is perhaps one of the reasons why families can rise as they do to have war with each other. So,
I've been
put
to
it bluntly.
Coruscant. There are crime families everywhere.
But the city can tend to avoid those, whereas here, everything is in the open, constantly.
I've been to the Outer Rim. There are crime families everywhere.
Maybe you've heard of the huts.
You fail to understand the difference. We are not crime family. We are simply powerful families. We do not run operations that, well, are based around crime to make our money. We are simply families here which hold power, provide work and jobs for people. But the people are trapped here and therefore they rely upon us to do that. The
But then I
technologies
feel like
I
a
would
simple
bring,
solution for you is not fucking fight the other families. Have a fucking conversation.
that would be wonderful, but the Tamris will never go along with it. The fighting between our families is wearisome, and the feud must end. But the Tamris family, and particularly their leader, Odir, he believes, quite rightly, to be frank, that his force is strong enough to overcome my family, even the Reeve, if he so wished. I can only presume to know the reasons as to why, but I believe that he doesn't think he can beat them both, merely one of us. And that, well, that is certainly the case. Also, if he were to lead, I do not think that this city would prosper any more. He doesn't have the vision for it. And Pathran, he simply wants to make the city a better place, but he doesn't know how to do that. Certainly not on his own. And that is where we come to my relationship with Pathran. See, Pathran is, well, his name is Pathran Helshar. And,
I thought it was Bud Patron.
the butt must be a pseudonym he goes by. That must be why people tend to come to me and say, I've been sent here by Butt. He must have got it wrong this time. Anyway, Pathran is my son. And while he may not fully understand his role, he does have a part to play in what I think is the best way for peace. You see, Odir is right. He has the strongest force. He could overcome the Reeve. He could overcome me whenever he so wished. But the Reeve is preventing him from attacking me, and he can't attack the Reeve because my forces are preventing him from doing that. Just the knowledge that the losses he would take in either singular conflict would mean his annihilation in the subsequent one. Similarly, however, my force is not strong enough to overcome the Reeve. But Pathran has a way of inspiring people. And you will see that in the force that he has raised from himself as a militia for the town. You see, the people of the city tire of the civil war. They would not side with one of our families any more. The forces we have are the forces that we will keep, and they will not grow any more. Perhaps attrition would be the way to be rid of us, but then the city would suffer under the Reeve. If, though, Pathran were to overthrow the Reeve by allying with us, then the Reeve is gone. I would assume rule, and the people of this city, having sided with us, would continue to side with us should the Tomris family decide to rise again. That way, we maintain peace by using the one thing that prevents Odir from attacking in the first place, the knowledge that he does not have the stronger force needed. Us on our own would not be enough, but with Pathran, having raised the force that he has from the willing fighters of the city, then now we can claim power for ourselves. And, through my leadership, progress this city so that it can take a place in the galaxy rather than just this planet. To me, it is the best solution anyone has come up with here. And, well, I am rather smart, you see.
Yes, we've been told.
Seems honestly a reasonable goal to dedicate your life to. I think I have a way that we can all of this work. What if we pit Tamira's family against the Reeve? And then
He
you
just
swoop
told us
in.
an entire plan, and you just said, "I'll do something else."
You could swoop in. Once the two are so weakened that they have no choice but to submit, give in.
But you are once again suggesting more bloodshed than their own plan.
Doesn't your own plan end in probably bloodshed somewhere along the line, right?
They may not attack if they see they are outmatched.
Conflict here is inevitable. Perhaps,
Thank you. Thank you.
perhaps
You're
though,
right.
your friend is right. If we stand before the Reeve, with both my forces and Pathrin's forces, perhaps his guards will see that it is inevitable and will stand down. Perhaps only the Reeve would need fall, but I do doubt that. The Reeve wouldn't be in the position he was in now if his guards were not so loyal.
If you truly care about limiting bloodshed as much as you say you do, then surely it is worth a try.
It is not about whether she wants to limit bloodshed. It's about whether the Reeve is willing to relinquish power. Which, given how long the Reeve has been around,
No, we're gonna
I
beat the
doubt
shit
it.
out of the Reeve. I'm just saying we're not gonna. We shouldn't
Are
maybe
you saying
kill
we
the
shouldn't kill the
Tumblr
guards?
family.
Listen, we would certainly present our force to the Reeve's palace and provide the option for the guards to surrender. I simply doubt they would.
No, they would not. I'm just saying,
Why wouldn't
in the
they?
subsequent battle, the
Why
other
wouldn't they
family.
plunge?
Because the
You're
Reeve
looking
is.
the wrong way.
Yeah, you have to.
Why
look
wouldn't
the
they
other way.
plunge? Are you suggesting that you might have some other information about why they're so fiercely loyal? Maybe someone else amongst us has some
Oh, no, I have not.
information about potentially why they're so fiercely loyal.
To be fair, I think Pathrin told us about that, so you also have that information. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But I
well,
can't
he knows
sense
they're
it.
fiercely loyal, but Krusty is. It's the Force
Yeah.
that Krusty doesn't want to talk about.
Sure. I don't know if I want to talk about that.
No,
I'm
you
just
don't.
saying. That's also not my point. Just out of character. But what the point I'm making is, from what I understand, Krusty is like, we let the other family and the Reeve fight, and then they destroy each other, so they're all dead.
Mhm.
But what I'm
Yes,
saying
good.
is, we only kill the Reeve, the other family's too scared to attack, and thus less people die.
Well, no, because the Reeves forces will kill more of this force rather than the other force that are boneheaded. The Tamira's family aren't even useful.
Tomris.
Tomris.
Yeah.
Tomris
Yeah,
family
I
aren't
wrote
exactly,
Tumnus,
they're a bit
but
hard-headed. They clearly aren't a progressive. But maybe they will be.
I also
If
like.
if
Oh,
they
see,
have
I don't know
maybe they
how.
have a lot.
I don't know what I think about the narrative of like, oh, these people are bringing technology to this desolate group of people. They must be the good guys. It's like,
That's not why they're the good guys.
Oh, I
If
don't.
they are the
well,
good
I'm
guys.
just
Krusty's
saying,
eyes,
it
in
does
Krusty's
kind.
eyes,
Who
they
That's
says
are.
they're the good guys?
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's what it feels like at the moment. It's like, oh, Pattern, this person that we've been trusting, and that seems like pretty good. oh, they're working with this one family that's also doing this. Like,
Hey,
and the other family, they're all just, oh, we hate technology. It's like,
Or maybe we should speak to the Tomras family and
Oh,
find out
yeah.
if this is
We're
real.
definitely doing that. We are 100% doing.
But then, yeah, I'm all for technology being brought to these people. I think it'd be
Yeah.
great for them. And then we should send the Tomras family to their deaths against the Reeve.
Either way, we shall have a think about this. I assume one of your guards or henchmen or whatever you want to call them has already fetched the documents we needed to show that, to get the Imperials out of here.
Yes,
I feel
of
like that
course.
is more. It requires a bit more impotence to it.
Certainly.
Impotence.
It's not the word I meant to use. I do not. I know
I
speak.
know I'm getting on a bit, but
Anyway,
yeah, you
we
get
shall
given
think, as I believe you have given us much to think about.
All right, maybe the Tomras people aren't so bad, and maybe we should find out first before we throw them on the beaches of Omaha in front of the Reeves Palace.
Yes, perhaps. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you get given the note, the evidence, I suppose. I don't know.
It's like a doctor's
question.
note.
Yeah, it's just like, hello, we did it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Co-Hellshark. But yeah, it's kind of a thing where like they say, okay, yeah, you can send the Imperials to us and we'll provide them with the evidence. As well.
Sure. Okay.
So,
Yeah, we'll just do that.
yeah.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah.
contact for the officer, right? So
She's
Yeah, I'll call
still
her
at
up.
the hotel.
I literally just call up back.
Over the
Hey,
town.
Yeah. Yeah, you
What if
can.
you just call Taylor up?
Yeah, true.
Hi. Hi. Oh
Yeah.
wait, sorry, I forgot.
Good news.
Actually, I have a comlink on my wrist.
Yeah. Yeah, you can call the Imperials now if you want.
Hi.
Okay. Hi. That's not it.
Hi. Hi. Oh my god. Hi.
Would you just
We have
tell
your
them the
proof.
information?
We have your proof. Come to
Do
current
you?
location. We're just gonna do
Current
like.
location.
Just gonna.
Okay, fine. Fine. This better be the one that we need. You hung up before they even said that, judging by where your arm went.
Yeah, I
So-
don't give a shit.
Yeah, okay.
I just say come to current location like really ominously. My voice is also like modified.
Okay.
just because
Yeah,
it's funny.
you've got that
Come
deep
to
tech
current
on.
location.
I wonder who
Yeah.
that was. That could have been anyone. Sure.
Come alone.
There's no caller ID. There's no nothing. There's just
Yeah, nothing.
what was
Yeah,
that about?
Exactly.
Nothing. Hello, hi. Hello. Thank you for raid. We are D&Ding, so we're not well, but thank you very much.
Welcome in.
Yeah.
Welcome in. We're just gonna set a family to their death against another
We're not doing
Alcohol.
that.
imminently.
We're not doing that.
no, I need to go talk
Anyway.
to them.
Okay.
Not willingly, we're not.
Okay. Cool. You did that. We'll we'll say that you know where the Tomris family are, just because they're one of the other like major families, and
Yeah, I mean, otherwise
Gren-
we'll
Gren
ask.
will- Gren will know.
The last group we need
probably.
to talk to.
Yeah,
so.
Gren will probably
Yeah,
know
we
by
just-
now anyway. So yeah,
And
you
I'm sure if I don't know, then Miss Hellshire will definitely be sure to let us know.
are you asking?
Is
are you
Nana
about-
screaming
you
this from like
ask her.
across the room, or am I just insane?
No, you're right, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Gren knows where to go. That way we don't have to deal with the question of whether
Okay.
the Hellshire family would tell you where to find the Tumbris family after having told you their whole plan.
Well,
So
yeah. I mean,
So-
surely it can't be if they're like one of the big families. We can just talk to anyone
Yeah,
in the street
exactly.
and be like,
You know
"Oi,
where
where
they
do you live?"
yeah,
Like,
you know where
that's
they
fine.
are. So you head there. This one is
Okay.
again This one is about halfway up the tree. It is
Mm-hmm.
almost like the Reeves Palace, only it doesn't have a drawbridge. And what did you just do?
I just realized I almost raided you.
Oh my
I
god!
raided you instead of shouting them out. That's quite funny. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why? I meant to do a shout out, but I typed raid instead. That's really funny. That's really funny. Anyway.
Jesus Christ! What a way to fucking end a stream that would have been.
Just raid.
Just randomly goes out. Nobody even knows. We don't even know.
I'm
We
about
raided
to
out.
remove your mod privileges. Anyway.
No.
So yeah, this is like a less grand version
really
of
funny.
the Reeves Palace. Doesn't have a drawbridge going up to it, but is
Embarrassing.
otherwise kind of the same, just not as big. But yeah, it's another orb-like building. And once again, you approach and generic guard voice. We wonder what this one's going to be. Any suggestions? Da, 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 da.
Oh, come on then. You got ID,
Fine.
mate.
Fine. Another guard.
Have you got
holds up their
license
hand.
for that,
ID?
mate?
Got a license for that.
Boy, what are you doing here?
That crow's fish to you, that's rather fancy.
State your business, you prick. The fuck you doing here?
Alright, we're just here to suggest that you guys go and fight the Reeve.
Don't listen to him.
I'm
We would
joking.
like
I'm
to
just
talk.
kidding.
We would like to talk to. Oh dear, please.
Right, what business do you have with him?
We have information you might be interested in regarding the reef.
I see. Well, hand over your weapons, and I'll take you in.
This shit again.
Yeah.
I am the
very
one.
standard
It's the third time
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you hand over your weapons. In you go. And once again, you enter into a room. This one does have a throne. And you are greeted by, again, a fairly old-looking Sathari, who you presume to be Odir Tumris. And you presume him to be Odir Tumris because he says, "Hello, I'm Odir Tumris." Only not in that voice.
Richard Hardwood?
Hello,
Is that
it's
you?
me, Odir Tumris.
Hello.
No, this one I
Oh
am going to
my
use the
God.
goofy-ass voice for.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Greetings. You stand before Odir Tumris. I hear you have knowledge on the Reeve. So tell me, what is it?
Well, I just said that.
Yeah, we're all looking.
The reef.
Wrong way again.
Oh shit. Why is Danny Tyrant Star? Good question. What actually are we here to to talk to this guy?
Well, I think we just need to find out about our motivation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just learning.
Well,
what
before
they
we
want.
tell you anything, first of all, what? Yeah, how armed are they? I assume they also have those like slug throwers and shit.
Yeah.
It's the same bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, any information comes at a price, of course. How do we know you are to be trusted and we shouldn't go to the Hellshah family instead?
Well, that is incredibly vague. What is this price that you wish to know? You want to know why we should be trusted? Well,
Why should we work with you and not anyone else? There are other factions in the city.
why would you work with us? Well, it depends. What would your knowledge gain me?
Perhaps a different seat.
I
One in
see.
a
So you're
slightly better
asking,
location.
you're asking me what I would do as the Reeve. Is that what you were saying?
Perhaps. But you brought it up. Why don't you tell us?
Whatever knowledge you have on the Reeve at the moment is pointless. I cannot take his place. My forces
why
are
is
strong
that?
enough to overthrow him, but the Hellshires, they would then step in, and all my work would be for naught.
Oh, you're not silly then.
Hmm.
Well, no. Why would you think I was?
Oh no reason. I mean, it's
So-
just suggested by the others that you aren't very progressive. Let's say.
Yes, what is your opinion on gay marriage?
I'm pretty sure we established that the Sithari are very kink friendly and all kinds of shit and weird shit and and
Well, you
I've
calling it
seen-
weird shit doesn't really help your case, I
Well-
feel.
several of them going bird to mouth,
Well,
well,
bird
What
to
do you
beat.
mean?
Sorry.
They're... okay.
the Sithari are very accepting people, and I am
mean
no
anything.
different. You know, just maybe I haven't got the language right for it yet.
Hmm. Okay.
The
I'm an old man, you know.
from what we've been told, you know, if you were to step into power, you wouldn't see the Safari advanced technologically or through information, you know, connect connect this planet to the rest of the known galaxy.
Why would we do that?
Could prosper.
If we are to do so, let it happen naturally.
Naturally might never happen in your lifetime. Your species may die out before then, especially if the Empire are already knocking on your door.
Surely they would be more likely to come here if we were more technologically advanced. We are currently a planet that hides through its primitive nature. Now, to say that we would still be in that state were we not so oppressed by the Reeve all this time is difficult to say, but seeing as the rest of the planet, to my knowledge, is no more advanced than this place, I doubt it. It would seem that the people here, and myself included, are quite happy with the way things are, albeit we are currently under the dangerous rule of the Reeve. But beside from that, the average person
Albeit,
finds...
you know, besides us really hating the way
Aside
things
from
are
the-
right now.
yeah, aside from the obvious problems of imminent death, we are relatively okay with our lot in life. While the Reeve oppresses those who try to make their own way, for the average person, tell me, do you know how many people live in this city?
Not a clue.
The answer is 20,000. Do you know how many people that Patrin has raised to fight for him?
How many?
Roughly 200.
Oh.
The number of people who are standing up isn't that great. The number of people who are content enough to live as they do is certainly not the number that one would expect if people were clamouring for an overhaul and a revolution. While the people want the Reeve gone, that is the limit of their ambitions.
Why don't you work together to find a common ground?
I would happily fight with any of the others who are willing to stand up to the Reeve. But that alliance would only progress while the Reeve lives.
perhaps.
What? Why not a coalition, a council, a senate?
Perhaps by working together against the Reeve, you can find common ground. And once it's over, solve your issues with each other more amicably.
What do the Hellshires plan to do when they attain power?
Honestly, it was very long-winded, and I kind of lost track of what it was that they wanted to do.
See, that's what I've come to expect from them. I know that they're smart, but they use words for the sake of words. They seem to have lost focus on what this city really needs, which is peace from the Reeve. After that,
I do not see why this is still their focus. You are asking about what they would do after that. Why would their focus still be on the Reeve after he's already done it?
their focus after the Reeve is not on the people, is my point. They have grand desires for this city. They don't have a plan for the people. The people
But you have
simply
no
want
plan
to
for the city.
The city will be what the city will be. The people make the city. The city does not make the people.
Would you not say they are people of this city?
They are.
Would you not extend the same grace to them?
How do you mean?
If you say the people make the city, are they not the people making the city? Why are you so against it?
Ah, you refer to the Hellshires as the people, I see.
Exactly.
The Hellshires in power would not be making the city what the people make it. They would have the power to dictate where the city goes. That is what they would do.
And you would listen to the people? Do everything they say?
Let us say, for example, that under my rule, a family like the Hellshires does what they do and raises and builds up a technological base that can be expanded to the city. That can happen, but it should not be forced on the people. The
I'm not
Hellshires
forcing
would
it on you. It is just called inclusivity. Right?
the Hellshires would dictate this technology be thrust upon all of us. We would not have it.
I would ask how many people are, staunch, loyal followers of the Tomras. Said you have a large standing force.
My force would be, well, numbered over 500.
500, not bad. That's what? Is that 5%? 10? It's not even that. It's 2.5% of the population of the city. Something like that. I was never very good at
I
math.
haven't done the maths either.
Aren't you like a computer?
Yes, I don't do the maths. The CPU does it.
I think I can
I'm
see
all-
a restraining bolt on the back of his head.
God
I
damn it!
forgot
God
I put that.
damn it! Something like that. So 500. And what would you gauge the Hellshires numbers to be? You said 200,
The Hellshires I put between
200.
300 and 400.
300 and 400. What is that combined?
The
or is that
resistance I
without
put at
Pat-
200.
Don't tell them about that. This guy does not know.
So it's about 600. About 600.
The Reeve, I believe, was about also 400.
400. Well, all I would suggest that what you believe is right for the city is probably what your followers also agree and believe in for the most part, and so do theirs. You're both split. Why don't you do it properly and create a democracy here? Let the people decide what's best for the city.
What about
and
the
people.
other 100,000?
Yes.
And if I don't like the
100,000.
answer I hear, I'm gonna bring the empire
How many
here, and
people
we'll bring
were
you
in your
democracy.
city?
20,000.
Oh, 20. That was 200. Okay.
But
I was like, holy shit. Okay, that's more reasonable. Okay.
You want to have the empire bring you some democracy?
certainly not.
Exactly. So let it start here with your people. Do it right.
Make a charm check, I think,
Right.
against 3 purples.
Yikes. Someone else should have
Still
taken
good at
my
charm?
words.
This is one of the easier ones.
Nope.
Oh.
Yes! Yes!
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Against all odds!
Against all odds.
The Chrome Humbler finally humbles!
And they crumble.
What you're asking me here is to, well, you're asking me to follow my own logic. Let the city decide what the city will be.
Yes.
Exactly.
We will.
Be the one to extend that offer to the Hellshires. And
Yes.
depending on how they answer you, will show you what they're really about.
One day you might pronounce their name correctly.
Helshires. Hellcats.
Hellshire.
Elmans.
Elvins.
Fucking Mr. World of Warcraft over here.
What's their names?
Elshar.
Hellshire.
Hellshire.
Looking the right way.
Sure.
Very good. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
Hellshire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an
Oh, I thought it was just an accent.
Elshar.
A.
I thought it was just an accent.
Hellshire.
Oh, you thought it was
USA.
me being Birmingham again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hellshire.
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 Oh,
Welcome to
Mr.
Hellshire.
Frodo, we're from the Hellshire.
Welcome to the Hellshire, Mr.
Mr.
Patterson.
Frodo.
Can I take you to come and see Bert?
Old Co-Elshire. Oh, she's a right codger.
What say you? Speak, Tomras. Your silence is deafening.
We're having to do stupid accents to pass the time.
Fuck. Sorry, I thought you were talking for fun rather than to stall.
We are not here for fun. We are here to help your people. And if you do not see that, then you are lost.
I believed that without this Reeve and without this ward who came at the time, I would have been ruling this city years ago. I'm old. Perhaps my time was never meant to be. I've always thought I would allow you at some point with the Hellshires to overthrow the Reeve. And then we would fight again afterwards. Perhaps that is not my fate. Extend your offer to the Hellshires, and I will agree to it for now.
Yes! Here, here!
Hooray!
Yes, what he said.
A better future where nobody has to die on the beaches of the Reeves Fortress.
Well, we still actually
Assault.
have to assault the Reef's fortress.
Yes, but we do it this time together.
Yes.
Yes.
That is likely to happen.
With all the people, with all the forces in the city combined, I believe we stand a good chance.
Maybe we don't need to. Maybe you're right. Maybe we can minimize the casualties.
With that
It's
many
fine,
against the Reeve, even the most loyal might see it's a futile fight.
And if they don't, well, maybe they'll see sense when we take down the Reeve himself.
Yes.
All we have to do is get close enough.
And
For that,
do
we
know
have
a
to
way
go to
in.
Plan B.
Perhaps we take the real patron in. Well,
Yes.
Would be a quick way to
the
it.
two families and patroned people are ready in the wings.
You'd have to protect
Ah.
Catherine.
He seems capable.
You strategizing without me. Listen,
Perhaps
Do you
We
have
should
any
have a
input?
strategy meeting.
we should
After
gather.
we've spoken.
We should have a meeting. You must
Yes.
determine the location for this, where I, Co Hellshire, and what did you say the name?
But Patron.
But Patrick.
Let's pass it.
See.
Yes. You must have heard of him. You
Yes.
literally told us about him like 2 minutes ago about how he had 200 people.
I've heard. Oh, I know the leader of the resistance. Didn't know his name.
You literally called him Patron.
After you did, I should.
No, you brought him up. We never even mentioned him. I'm not. You can go back in the vote.
Shit. Fuck! I shouldn't have known his name. That ruins this whole plot twist. I was gonna say.
Oh shit! He knows about. Okay. So
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, okay.
fucking say that. Wait a minute. The Co had a son named Patron. I knew that this whole time, though. Ha, ha,
I'm pretty sure it's a very common name.
And he's the father.
ha. Shit.
It's a Romeo and Juliet story.
It is a Romeo and Juliet. story.
Oh my god.
All this-
Except
Or a Maury Povich
except
story.
Romeo and
Opposite, I
Juliet are
suppose.
the
are the
the
leaders of the family.
parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, the Hellshars actually had a stronger force than me this whole time. If we combine Co and Pathrons together.
If he is the same pattern you mention, I'm gonna pretend like we didn't know.
Sure.
We should have done this the other way around.
Yep.
Because then we actually wouldn't have known when we were here.
Maybe.
And then we would have actually known we were at the other.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Anyway,
Well. So.
I still believe this plan could work.
hmm.
I do too.
In fact,
Yes.
I turn to Gren. I go, "Do you think Jill would mind if we held this war council at her
Secret
farm?"
sick faction.
No, I'm just saying because we need
Yeah.
we need somewhere that's like separate from all of them, right? We don't want to go to one of them because that feels like favoring them.
Uh-huh.
So it's like in Skyrim when
Yeah.
the council happens in High Rock. We need to go to the farm,
Okay.
the 700 steps to the farm or whatever it is.
It's from the
you know what?
graveyards.
Give me a couple hours. Maybe I can get her to. Maybe I can convince her to go to.
Yes.
What's the
convince her
local
to Go to
entertainment?
the shops first.
No, not the shops, like the theater, opera, or
yes.
whatever.
To see the juggling.
I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the joke from last time.
Was there a joke last time?
Yeah, I think it was this
Something
time.
about juggling.
No, that's a new one. It's a shit
Okay.
one, but it's a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I've
That's
been
why-
mentioning juggling today. That's all.
Oh,
Nothing else. There's
Okay.
it doesn't really go much deeper than
No,
that.
that's it.
okay. Well, whatever passes for long-form entertainment around here for the masses.
Yes.
I hear the juggling's quite good.
Good.
I'll take your word for it.
Jungling.
But
Okay.
but I will.
Jungling.
But let me go on ahead.
Okay.
Yes. You go there.
Yeah, And
Um,
I'll mention that I'd like to host a meeting here and would love to just pay
Yes,
for a
of-
night out for her, and that should
perfect.
do.
Well, she doesn't know. Yeah, she doesn't need to know this.
She doesn't need to know any more details
Perfect.
than that.
You do that.
Okay.
Krusty, why don't you go back to Helshar,
Which one?
tell her the good news. The one that we've been calling Helshar the whole time, not the one that's just been
Yes.
revealed to be Helshar. And perhaps Verona, you can go with him as well. And
Oh no, it should
I
be
will-
fine.
I will
Do
go
that.
talk to Pathan, and we'll get all three of them to meet as soon as possible.
Yes.
And then
Grin can contact us, confirm that it should be fine.
yes, I'm just assuming it will be fine. If not, well, too bad. Gwen's already ran off.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
All
I'm
Jill
just
says
assuming.
is just, oh, it's been ages since someone paid for me to get out the house, and winks at Gren and then goes,
What does that mean?
well, who
Oh.
knows?
What does that mean?
Who
Okay.
knows?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying we split up so we can get all of them to come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we have a war council.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that will be a good place to end then.
on the cusp of the war, the eve of the war
Uh,
council.
I mean, we could go to the end, but I'm just conscious that it's going to be that, and then fight, and then probably another fight, and then so it might
Another
be...
fight. There'll only be one fight.
Yeah, we can do it now. How's everyone for time?
Listen, I don't mind if you want to stop here, but I'm just saying I can go like another 2 hours or something if we need to.
Yeah, same.
I-
It's how's everyone for time? Is all.
Well, I wouldn't mind getting off in less than 2 hours, given that
How specific?
I am
is that?
barely holding it together
Okay.
mentally.
Okay. I think then that would be a good place to
I
stop.
think it's a good place to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good place to stop.
If there's like, I mean, obviously, if there's only like another hour of stuff left, then we just do it. But
Yeah,
if we got like a full
I
2
think-
hours, I feel like we
I
do
think we
another
can
session.
drag it out next time.
Yeah,
Let's
we
be
do
honest,
tend
we
to.
probably. I was gonna say we probably will drag it out.
Yeah.
We can drag it out next time. That's fine. But I think we're at a good place where next time will be like it will be finished.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, and I'll make sure that all the like anything that needs to happen between this and next season we can do at the end of that one anyway. So either way, we'll have enough. But yeah, that's a good place to stop because it would be probably touch and go whether we get it done in that 2 hours. So
It depends how much convincing they need at the council,
yeah.
the ward council, to be honest.
So yeah,
And also, did you just say that this will be the end of the season 3?
Act
No.
1 of season 3.
Act 1. I was gonna say because I thought we've
Yeah,
got
there's
somewhere
two
else
more
to go
parts
after
to get.
this, right?
Yeah, there's
But we're
3
doing
acts in this.
some, it's in different acts.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll be leaving this planet, is what we'll say. Because,
Yes.
but yeah, that's it then. We're done. Is it this screen? It's that screen. Woohoo!
My God, remembered we had an ending screen.
I did. We're done. We're done.
Okay.
We've done that. We've got things to do for next session. And then we'll be done on this planet. And so that means before next time, I will need to at least have the beginning of the next one ready to go. So I'll get that. Cool. That's
Very
You don't need to
good.
even, yeah,
Well,
That
GG's. Thank
is-
you.
that.
that's good.
We're out. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back in like a month or so. I don't know. For the next
It
one.
could be sooner,
It
depending
could be
on
sooner.
when,
We'll see
when
when
people
we
are
can do it.
available.
I'm going to America on the 30th, but I can play from America. But it just depends on I have to readjust my time.
Time zones, yeah.
It's much earlier in the day.
Are you West Coast?
Hmm?
Are you on the West Coast, Nemeth?
No,
I will be on the West Coast, so it will be.
it'll be much
Very-
earlier in
yeah,
the day.
it's much, yeah.
Okay, we'll see. I'll put some dates in. They'll have times attached this time, and we'll see. But you
Yeah.
might not know until you get there, so we might like find out very closely
Yeah.
to when we actually do it. But that is it. We are done for
I
today.
don't think Emma's West Coast either.
So I will end the stream. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank